Last session, you gazed into the sky as the emerald sun washed over the city and over the sky. You braced yourselves as Ipkesh, the roaming abyss, dove toward your keep, and the ground spilled forth with undead. Bits of rock and stained glass fall to the dirt as Ipkesh struck his tail across the temple of the keep. Undead, a Cambion, and a Death Knight hurl spells and strike down on you as gravity kept you locked in place. Ipkesh regained his... it's not a spell. That was a breath attack.
Fuck that breath.
Ipkesh regained his breath and blew a horrific solar flare across the courtyard of the keep, instantly scorching your longtime noon guard, Nils Breslav, and your much longer companion, Shimmer. And that is where we left off.
I have a cool idea for Shimmer.
All right.
A rug?
There's no fur left. So, Adno is... So you called Adno to come and grab your javelin?
It's her turn?
It is her turn right now, yes. Oh, no, this is after she fell.
Yeah, that was the end of her turn.
That's true. Okay. It is now the allies' turn, so we're no longer caught by gravity. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And full sprint! You guys hear the roar of Agak from within the keep. Just... It's taking a while. He's far away, but he's making his way.
Agak, stay the fuck in there. This enemy's beyond you.
This foe is beyond any of you.
And you kind of hear Sindri from inside, kind of just this surprise scream, just ah! As you can kind of see Agak approach at full speed.
Just scared the shit out of Sindri.
Yep.
Good thing I put his sword next to him.
There's those 3, and then yes, that is indeed that. Next up is a Tesh, followed by Ramal. And I'm going to change the music from this super happy stuff to the...
to the you all might die.
I was feeling pretty mellow.
Sure was.
Yeah, you get me in the mood to die.
I mean, every time my alarm clock goes off.
That's my tune of death.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
What are the giant undead things again? The big...
Horde.
Hordes of undead.
Oh, they're hordes. Okay, right.
Brave. Oh, yeah. The big heads. Yeah, those are hordes of undead. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a superior healing potion,
Hopefully, doke.
which is 8d4 plus 8. So plus 27.
Hey, kitty.
Who's your boy, girl?
Okay. And then I think my wings are free. Let me just double check.
You did. You popped them out at the very beginning of battle.
Oh, right. Okay. So I will start flying into the air.
Okay. I'm going to make a copy of your guy. And plop it over at the 5-foot mark.
Yes.
Just push him up where you feel he is.
I'm gonna go up as high as I can go.
30 feet.
Straight up. And then I'm going to... Adno is on the ground right now.
No, straight on the ground. Yep, just prone on the ground.
Okay. The thing beside her, that was the Cambion.
Mm-hmm. And that Cambion is currently up 50 feet.
50 feet, yeah.
How hurt does he look?
Completely fine.
Really?
I think. No, never mind. I take that back. No, he is He's quite damaged, quite bloodied for sure.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I will cast Scorching Ray at him at 4th level.
Very well.
Okay, wait. That's... Well, it doesn't matter. I'll just roll it again. How many casts do I get on this? It's... I get 3, and then 1 for extra spell slots, so 5 total. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice.
Damn, son! So 18's a miss, 25's a hit, 15's a miss, 17's a miss, and 32 is obviously a crit.
Yeah, okay.
That's it.
So, 7 plus 6 is 11. Nope. 13?
13.
Yeah, there
13,
we go.
yep.
Brain isn't working tonight, so
13, you said?
13
Mine
fire
seldom
damage on the
does,
first
so.
one. And then the crit is... at 25.
Okay. He blocks 3 of the rays. One with his hand, a second with like just his leg kind of like kicking it off and away, trying to like use a bit of his weapon to kind of like deflect it. The other 2 hits hit him, like the first one like right in the stomach, and as he kind of like feels a little bit winded, the other big crit hits him right in the face.
Nice. And just a reminder, if he is resistant, he is not resistant.
Oh, very well. So it's 25 and 13.
Yeah.
Oh, see. Yeah. Well, if he's not resistant, he gets scorched, and as he's plummeting from the sky, he turns into these just a bunch of like smoke and embers, and then before he hits the ground, he just dissipates entirely.
Perfect.
As he's sent
That's
back
what I like to hear.
to wherever he came from.
All right, and that's my turn.
All right. Brumal, it is your turn with Zinra on deck.
Okay. As I turn around to see my long-standing companion turn to ash in front of me, I can't help the urge but to have nature take over and turn into a great tree form.
All right.
And I am full of vengeance. And that's a bonus action, so I'm just trying to find my... There you are. Oh, you're doing it. Are you doing it for me? Was that...
Yep.
Oh, okay, never mind. I just drug it there as well.
I'm going to do a 85 and 140. Save. Does your AC go up?
No. How do I delete?
Oh.
There we go. Okay, I'll use yours for now, and I'll just delete my other one.
Wait, your AC is 21?
Shouldn't be. It's 18, I believe. My AC shouldn't go up with Great Tree Form. I do get an extra 10 temporary hit points.
Oh, if it's 18, I'll change it back to 18 because your AC on your token is 21.
Oh, that was Shimmer's hit points. I didn't know that was an AC number. I was keeping track of her hit points with that. So, all right.
Okay.
Now that I know that's AC, then I will leave it. So yeah, 10 temporary hit points. Advantage on con saves, attack rolls, dex, wisdom, that sort of thing. So,
Okay.
anyway,
Hold on here. Brumal. Bam. Controlled by. Good. Save. Can you control it? Wait, hold on. Yeah. You should be able to control it.
I don't know if it's coming from you, Jared. The music is really loud coming over your mic.
Not me. So I'm using a headset.
Okay. I don't know who it's coming
Zenra.
from.
Probably me. How do I turn that down?
You can just mute yourself or like do push talk or something.
Okay.
There we go.
So yeah, the ring around me, 15 feet, is difficult terrain. Where is it here? Yeah, 10 temporary hit points, Constitution saving throws with advantage, Dex and Wisdom attack rolls with advantage, and that's it. So yeah, so I am Great Tree. That is a bonus action. I will focus my attention towards the great dragon that seems to be the biggest threat and my closest enemy. And I will... Let's everybody post... Okay, we're good. Yeah. I have this particularly interesting heirloom that I've been holding on for a while. And I think I've found a use for it and a new owner for it. I will, out of a small pouch on my waist, unsheath an arrow of slaying.
Oh
Oh.
my. He saved it for this moment in particular.
I did.
Holy
And I feel it is the appropriate time to pass it on to someone else, whether they like it or not.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's so slick.
All right.
Yeah. So, I can read off what it is. I think what you told me, it was just an arrow of slaying.
Yeah, you can choose
But I know there are
your
different...
target. Yeah, I'm allowing that because it's a better reward that way.
Okay, so obviously in this case it would be an arrow of dragon slaying.
Mm-hmm.
I guess. Yeah, so creature belonging to the type, race, or group associated with the arrow of slaying takes damage from the arrow. The creature must make a DC 17 Constitution saving throw. If they fail, it is a 60-10 piercing damage, and half if they pass. So I will roll with advantage, because I am a tree, because for some reason trees have advantage. I
They're so
will...
slick.
Yeah, we'll do that. And here's Fenthris. Ooh, close. Almost crit. So a 30.
Oh, that would have been great.
Hold the phone here.
I'm assuming I can use other ammunition in Fenthris that aren't the little spawning whittly things that come out of it naturally. But I'm assuming I can...
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's still a bow with a string, so...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, that is definitely a hit because the AC is 22.
Okay. So, damage will be 12 piercing, 6 lightning, and a DC 17 con save will determine more.
Okay, so piercing and lightning. Okay, looks like those things are what they are. So, minus 2 and minus 6. And then a DC 17?
Yes, con save, yeah.
Oh, wow.
It has to pass the 17. It probably will, but...
It says a plus 16.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So, I will roll 6 D10. So half of that
All right.
is from the arrow of slaying.
That'd be a 13 points of damage. As it flies over, crackling with lightning energy, the actual arrow itself seems to almost like pulse with this kind of almost similar purplish energy to this void dragon in front of you as it hits it right in the neck. And you watch as it just winces in pain and stops for a moment from trying to destroy your keep.
Yes.
And gives you a look of regard.
Have I got your attention, sir? I will attack secondly. Okay, and I will knock another arrow here. This will be natural ammunition from Fenthris, as I only had one arrow of slaying.
Mm-hmm.
with advantage. Oh, look at
Holy
that.
shit on a stick.
Uh-huh.
Hit on an
And I
arrow.
have more lined up for that one as well. So, 36. There's my damage.
Alrighty then.
Oh, wow. Fucking bottom lightning damage. That's kind of weak. So, 27 piercing.
Out of D6s too. Fuck.
Yeah, that's kind of shitty for the lightning damage. But yeah, 27 piercing, 2 lightning, and I will claim my final bramble shot for the day, which will probably be doubled as well.
Yes, it will. It's a part of your crit, so.
So, this will be... Actually, I'll just roll it twice, because it's... I can choose, right? Double damage or roll
I will allow
3d8
you to do
twice.
that. This is good. Okay, so what are you doing? You're doubling?
I'll just roll 3d8 twice,
Oh,
just to see... Or is that
that's
how
what it
that
already
works?
does. That's already what it does. But if you want to double it before you roll, we'll choose your leftmost result, and we'll just double the die. Oh, I mean, I
Okay.
guess there won't be a leftmost result because you're just rolling.
There's 3.
Yeah, it's exactly. So maybe I'll just roll 3d8 twice, I guess. Or do we want to double
Yeah.
it? Is that...
It's your
Okay.
choice. This is your choice. This is your gamble.
Hey, I'll roll it twice just to see what happens. So here's 3d8. That's pretty good. I'll
It's not
keep...
bad.
Well, it's not terrible, but... so that's 1, and that's awful. I'm going to lucky that.
Wait, can you?
Can I lucky those?
I don't think you
I
can
don't
lucky
think so.
damage. No.
No? Just saves.
Saves and attacks and
Hey,
skills.
Well, either way, if I doubled the 11, it would have been 1 more damage, 2 more damage, so
Yeah.
that's fine.
It's part of the gamble. It's part of the fun
So,
of it.
and that one also comes with a DC 15 strength save, which is probably a guaranteed pass already. He's probably got like plus 16 passive anyway, but
Oh, we shall see. So minus 21, which is pretty friggin' good. And let's do that strength save. Where is this? Oh, he doesn't have the standard. He doesn't have a bonus. But I mean, he has 18.
wow.
Ugh.
I was hoping for
What
the
do you
fail
roll?
because I love it when shit that flies fails those.
He almost failed.
Yeah, that would have been. I always got to do that to things that fly because
Mhm.
they come crashing to the ground. And gravity, as we
Yeah.
all know, is a bitch. And medicine and revenge and all of those things. You know, and the cold dishes served, and you know, that's that sort of shit.
Yum.
Yeah. Yeah. So, anyways, that is my. I believe that is my turn for attacks, and then I will move. Gotta zoom in here. I'm going to move, and I'm going to try and draw the attention of that giant bastard away from the keep
Okay.
by going. This is a bench here.
It is a bench, yeah, for watching the pit
Okay,
fights.
I'm just gonna move 5, 50, 25, 30 this way.
If it doesn't move, I'll just put him on top of you.
Maybe I will actually. I don't know. I'll go in Zerakiel's aura. Just kind of that
Good
direction.
work. Good stuff.
And yeah, that will be my turn.
All right, then. Next up, Zinra. It is your turn, followed by Jen.
Okay. This guy's floating kind of above me, or he's right beside me?
That's a giant horde of undead.
Oh, frig. A giant horde, as in how many?
Like probably about almost 60, 70.
Oh, Jesus. Can I move and then do an action? Or do I
Yeah.
have to do action then move?
Yeah, you got action, bonus action, movement, free action.
Okay, I'm moving over here.
Alrighty. So you take off, and as you do, all of the zombies pot. No, I'm joking. What are you gonna do?
I hate you. This is a person?
Which one? In the keep, yes.
But I can't see him through the wall, right? Like, I
No.
don't know he's there. Okay. This guy's still alive?
Which guy? Oh,
Yeah.
him down all the way down there's. The one with the X?
Yeah.
No, he did. That's Nils.
Okay.
There's
And this is another horde of undead.
no, that's a Death Knight. That's a little bit scarier.
Okay.
You're that
I
big.
thought Nils
Shit.
was pretty scary.
What, Death Knight?
You're talking about the
Yes.
other horde?
No.
Yeah, this one.
There's Death Knight down here. Oh, over here.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
Horde
yeah.
too, yeah.
I was like, oh,
That
that's a
goes-
death knight? Jesus.
Oh, okay.
No.
So that. So this
I am
is
afeared.
Yeah,
This is a death knight.
No, this is another Horde of Undead.
yeah. The guy on the wall with Nils.
Is a death.
That's Death Knight, yeah.
It's a Darth Knight.
Is his name Maul?
Death Maul?
Death Maul.
So if I go do that, I might take Atesh out. Maybe I won't go that way.
I mean, he's like definitely a
I'm
good
30
target.
feet.
I'm
Yeah,
talking
30
about
feet in the air. And the
Would
wall
we
is
really miss
Atesh-
Atesh?
Atesh, you're floating, right?
Yeah, I'm in the air.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot this
Well
one.
above your arc.
Okay.
Unless she's lobbing. She's doing like a big old toss.
Okay, I'm hitting that guy.
And that's an option too, Cinder, if you want to do that.
What?
I'm kidding.
To,
I'm kidding.
Wow.
I
I'm a
didn't hear what you
terrible
said.
person. I'm a terrible person.
The terriblest.
Terrible. Alright.
Okay.
I'm just kidding, Brett. I love you. You're great.
Whatever, I know the truth.
Did I hit him?
I guess I'll
He
take
reads
down my
minds.
personal shrine in my closet. That is definitely actually a miss. As your arrow goes flying over, and he just holds up one of his arms, and it hits the collar and goes and just flings right off. He has so much armor. He's a scary Larry. Yeah.
Scary
Okay,
Larry the
well,
Death Knight.
I'll try it again.
What's
What's
that?
his name
And
now?
I'll try him again. I'll try again because I don't really want to get too close.
31's gonna do it. Yep.
Sorry, I didn't mean to hit that twice.
Okay. So I need to look at his thingamajigs here.
I'm
No,
gonna
yeah.
stay where I am because I don't want to be over by that horde.
So he takes 10 damage. Is it the one arrow actually manages to hit in like a weak spot in his armor, and you can kind of see as it just like hits underneath the armpit. And he just like kind of slowly pulls it out, and there's like this kind of like blackish smoke that's kind of dripping off of it. And he just looks
Gross.
at it and just drops it on the ground and just kind of like looks towards you silently. Kind of the same look Zerkill gives you when he has all his armor on, but it's scarier and more evil.
Okay, that's the end of my turn. I'm gonna stay where I am.
Alrighty then. Jen, it is your turn with Kongar on deck.
Excellent, excellent. So there's that big thingamabooper that's right beside me.
Yes, the saga continues.
Yes, the saga of Chompy Chompy and Whippy Whippy. So, okay, I'm going to do
Necro
multi-attack
bugger.
on him again.
It's a grave lord, you asshole.
Grave Lord, there you go. Alright, so the Grave Lord, I'm going to do an attack on again. To do a multi-attack, so
Okay.
the first attack will be my bite attack. Oh, excuse me. 1 second, I just need to find it again. That might be a miss.
16? No, he has an AC of 9.
Ooh, excellent, excellent.
Yes. But all that is halved. As you just chomp down and pick up like another big old mouthful of just overly decayed flesh. and bits of bone that give like a really gross texture. And you can actually feel like bits of the still living undead on your tongue kind of crawling about slowly.
I spit it out, of course, because that's disgusting. And then 2 claw attacks.
Yep. Those are both hits. As the 2 claws go in, you find your naturally white claws are being stained with this blackish ichor. And bits and pieces of like little skeletal fingers being caught underneath like the skin, and there's like still like trying to like inch about to try and get out.
All right, and that will be my turn.
Very well, sir. Next up,
It's the end of my turn. Can I do a legendary attack now?
no, it has to be the end of someone else's turn. Kamigar, it's your turn. Zerkiel on deck.
Yes.
Yes. Kongar.
Oh, sorry, I was talking,
Oh,
and I was muted.
oh
So-
my god.
The disgustingness
Disgusting.
of it, I tell you.
Can't
5.
fucking believe it.
You should be ashamed.
5, 10. So ashamed.
Mhm.
I'll go here,
We succeeded, gentlemen.
and I will attack this horde.
Basically, like Sauron just flailing his mace.
Exactly. Fucking great weapon master, reckless attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good scene.
Pyramol.
It will be.
Was a good scene.
Oh, look at that!
That'll do it. That's a
Another crit.
Mm-hmm.
You crit on a 36 too. Oh, nice.
Alrighty.
Yeah. I crit
Uh,
on 19s and 20s because of great weapon.
Yeah, my melee does, but my range doesn't. I got that butcher's bib.
All right, so
Oh, yeah.
if I hit this button, it's going to be 1 big number and 1 small number.
Totally forgot about the butcher's bib. I should be role playing that more.
Yeah.
Can I take the left number
The left number? Wait,
when I roll the damage? Or just go with damage? You want to just
No,
stick
no.
with just going with
because
damage
it rolls everything.
together?
Yeah, it's all separate things. So if you want to roll, just like roll 1 number, and then go with that. Because it's adding all your things. We've determined that the right number has nothing to do with your left number.
Oh, okay. Fuck it. I'm just going to roll and save
Yeah,
some.
that's what I do.
Yeah.
If you input
Easier.
it correctly, it should just do it.
Well,
it's-
I mean, I'm just going to hit the Pyramol button and it'll
Yep.
just give me a number.
Yeah, that's what I do. I think I have it accurately.
Oh yeah, so
put in.
we can say if you want to double, you can, I guess.
Yes.
Okay,
Double.
and then we'll figure it out.
All right, hitting the
Wait,
button.
you want to double or you want to roll?
Okay.
Yeah,
I
good
wanted
call.
to double the
Wait.
left number.
Well, see, the left number, the right number is your 2d6, right? So.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
Okay. So that'd be the fire damage.
Yeah. So, okay, we got this now. So
So-
we're doubling. So you have the 2 plus the 1, so it's just gonna be 4 instead, and the 8 plus the 2 is gonna be 16. So it's gonna be a 4. That's gonna be 20. So 20
Plus 10
8 plus
from Great Weapon Master.
Okay, so 20, so it's 30, and that would be because 2d6 is just normal anyway, so it's gonna be 34 points of damage.
That's without doubling it, isn't it?
No, that's what that's
So-
me. That's me getting ready for your natural ones in there.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, did you double the like? How does it work? Do you
You
double
only
that?
double the dice.
Okay, exactly. Read my mind. All right, and then fire damage.
Your fire damage is in there. 2d6.
The fire damage is 3d6 now.
Oh. It still says 2d6 in here. Rolling 2d6.
Oh,
That's where
weird.
that 4 came from. Have you been leaving the 2d6 and then rolling 3d6 on top of that?
That would explain a lot. So how do I change that in
Ew.
this thing?
sec here.
I should actually take it out completely and roll that separately if it's fire damage, because sometimes we need to separate the fire damage.
3d6.
I guess it actually has it separated down there. All right.
The
The Pyramol is
Okay.
2d6 for just straight damage. And then its actual fire damage after that
oh yeah,
was 3d6.
right. So your damage, that's your damage 2, which would be 3d6, and we just put fire. Bam.
Okay. And I can re-roll my ones, but I gotta take whatever I get.
Right. Okay. So I see the 2d6 plus 8, and I see the 2d6 in there. Okay. Oh, that is your crit. Okay, never mind. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So you can take the leftmost number. Yes.
Okay, and then
For some reason, with the crit, it's just not adding like your everything.
yeah, that's why that's why I thought we used to pick, but
Hold on. No, that's not what we used to pick. Your damage, and then it shows your crit damage. Screw it. Whatevs.
so if I have I rolled a 2 and a 1. Jesus Christ. That's garbage. But with
It's 26. You chose leftmost, so that is actually correct.
yeah, but I can use Great Weapon Fighting to re-roll my 1s or 2s.
Yes.
But I have to take the new total.
Yes. So you got a 2 and a 1 in there, so.
So should I just re-roll Pyramol then and just...
You could re-roll the d6s, I think they are, aren't they?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, I'll re-roll the d6s.
Okay, roll /roll space 2d6.
It's better.
It is better.
And so yeah, that's...
It's gonna be 15, so it's gonna be 30, so that's gonna be 40. It's gonna be 40 points of damage, not including your fire.
Okay, doing the fire right now.
Which is also doubled.
Oh, 10.
Okay, so that'd be 50 points.
Oh, are they... Wait. What were we at? Whatever.
It's done.
We're good. Yeah.
It's done. And
I
your
agree.
rage damage.
Is 4.
You rolled 4 for it already? Oh, no, it just is 4.
It's just... Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. So you just struck into it, and yeah, just like Sauron, you guys watched as probably about like 15 to 20-ish. It's hard to tell with all the limbs. You're mostly counting heads as everything just with one big sweep from right to left, like bits and pieces go flying all the way up to Ipkesh. Like your courtyard is a mess.
I flailed it right towards Ipkesh. He just got littered with undead.
Yeah.
And swing number 2, reckless attack, Great Weapon Master. So 29.
29. Oh no. And Great Weapon Master is a -5, right? So
Yeah.
That'd be 24.
Yes.
Which is still a hit on these undead because their AC is 8.
Just a wall of them.
Yep. They're deadly if
So-
they get to you.
Yep, so 15 plus 10 is 25. Plus 4 is 29. And then fire damage.
One, 5, 3.
So 29 damage plus fire damage is 38.
Oh,
Total.
I forgot to add it there. That is now
Unless
done
fire...
as well. I've added your fire damage now for next
Oh,
time.
so next time I can just roll?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So what's your total damage?
38.
Another one, and now from left to right, goes flying, and Adno just gets hit by like a big, just like wave of gore, and she just has her hands out open, like she's in the rain. Her eyes are closed. She has a big smile on her face. It's like.
Kelsey approves.
All right.
And yeah, that's how bad does this fucking thing look?
You've taken out well over half of this horde as they've all ambled toward you.
Just sweeping it up.
Yep.
Okay. Fuck it. That's gonna be my turn.
All right. Next up is Zerakil with Ipkesh.
I'm gonna do a legendary attack.
You.
He was just
son of a
waiting.
bitch.
Tail attack.
He was very patient.
He sure was.
Ah,
I'm still gonna give him shit for it though.
that's fair. Oh, critical!
Oh god. I think you're gonna do like at least 5 damage. All right. Your tail whips out, taking out a large chunk of this enemy. Okay. It's going to be 25. As another swath gets taken away, your mouth is dripping with just refuse, so are your claws and your tail. It's like your extremities are infected by necrosis across your white scales, but it's still there, still kicking. All right, Zerakil, it is your turn. With Ipkesh, the enemies.
I'm gonna move right here.
Good choice.
And then I am going to have a greater healing.
Alrighty.
Oh,
Yay.
unrecognized command. I have
Healing
to roll it
party.
manually.
Manually. Oh, did you use my handout?
Yep.
It didn't work.
No.
Just gotta fix that crap.
8d4 plus 8, I'm guessing?
No.
Yeah.
44 plus 4.
Oh.
That's a greater.
Oh,
healing
it says
party.
8. It says 8d4 for some reason on the thingy.
Get out
So
of the
44.
handout. Something wrong with it.
44 plus 4.
Where is that stupid thing? Alright, there's healing potions. Easy rolls. Easy rolls that mess up everything. Oh, it worked for me.
Odd. But that's also 8d4.
Is it? Curious. That one worked. Superior. Supreme. Yeah, it's the great healing potions messed up. That's okay. Yeah, I'll figure that out later.
I am back up to 79 hit points.
Oh.
And then I will use... Sure, we'll use some lay on hands to top me off a little bit.
Healing yourself.
Yep. Well, I can't heal others if I'm dead.
This is true.
I will heal myself another 50 points.
You do have a lot more lay on hands now.
Yep, I do.
Alright, so that's your bonus action, your action. And you moved a smidge.
And I moved a smidge, and that'll be my turn, sir.
Very well. It is now Ipkesh's turn. Alright. Just waiting for it.
Can I do a legendary action?
Now.
Legendary action.
How about me?
Are you
I'd
doing
like
a
to.
legendary action?
Yeah, I'm doing legendary action.
Very well.
Another tail attack.
You're gonna get that thing down, Ed.
That'll do it. Minus. Another hit, and it's just like bits and pieces. Like there's like Look how a pile is like falling to either side of the wall. It's just like undulating and grabbing out at you.
I imagine this is a lot like trying to clean up poop by just like stepping on it over and over again.
Yeah.
Dragging it through the grass.
Yeah, you're not wrong there.
Zarakil, I'm gonna use your super cool dice rolls. Please roll me a d6 to see if Ipkesh's breath recharges.
Oh no.
Oh, I'm so good at this.
Oh.
He does recharge.
Mhm.
Oh, I forgot to do my recharge. Can I do a check if mine recharges?
Oh.
Or might add a luck till
don't know
next
if
turn.
That's gonna be okay. Yeah, you can check.
Nope, it doesn't.
Can we use Ed's roll for Ipkesh?
So,
Yeah, since my roll, or technically mine was first, I'll take the 5 and give Ipkesh the 4.
Ipkesh is going to go down. Yeah, he's gonna go down. He's gonna fly straight over to you guys, particularly Brumal. And he's gonna go down
Good.
to about
Friend.
10 feet. And he is gonna use his breath.
This is gonna hurry.
Yeah, it is definitely gonna hit it. He's gonna do this. He's gonna get y'all.
He put himself in range of Congar. That's not very smart.
Yeah, he's ignoring Congar.
Well,
He knows what the death arrow was, and he's not happy about it.
And the
the plan?
crit. Where the hell is the tourney-majig? I mean, I don't need the tourney-majig. Because, I mean, it's pretty evident that you're all going to get hit. There we go, there's the tourney. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do, pig. Oh, this is going to change things. Map. Freehand. This
How big was it?
part of the
Pretty
keep
big.
is toast.
Unity?
Oh, rock. Shit. Really? Really? Just drew like a whole bunch of nothing and then immediately shit the bed. Like you do.
I blame Congar.
Probably should.
Blame the biggest.
And we're gonna head on back to this here, and we're gonna...
Oh, that's a
That's
pretty
quite the-
color.
That's quite the cone. What size is that thing?
90.
90 foot. That's fucking massive.
Yeah.
That's quite the Weatherford logo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought my Weatherford logo was better. Anyway. This guy's not even... I'm not going to make a save for that, for the zombies. So... They're just going to get it.
Just gonna take it.
Yeah, pretty much. Right in the punanner. Okay, alrighty. Stellar Flare Breath. Slash roll. I need dexterity saving throws from everybody within that Stellar Flare Breath.
Oh,
Lucky that.
This is the time. There you go.
From one end to the other.
Nice. Aw.
Don't forget your +4s for Zarakil. I guess it's just me and Atesh, but
I think
+4, I
Atesh
think,
is
right?
30 feet up, though.
Oh,
Attach is 30 feet. It's a cone, though.
No, I meant my aura.
for
Oh.
for his aura.
Pretty sure the cone's going to hit Atesh. 5,
probably.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Yeah, you're enveloped. So you need to make a dexterity save. Atesh, my man.
What?
You need to
I
make
did already.
You did where?
17.
See
above
Brumal.
where Brumal is.
Oh, he did too. Yeah.
Brumal
Oh,
rolled
there you are.
13.
Yes.
Then I rolled 17. Then he re-rolled 32.
Okay, so if you
He rolled
failed,
44 damage.
yeah, 44 and 48. So 44 fire and 48 radiant.
Okay, so I take half of both of those.
You do?
I will half the fire again with absorb elements.
Sick.
Sick. I can't
So
completely.
sick.
I can't completely blunt it like a Tesh can, but I can do a little bit.
Mhm.
So that's 11 fire. Was it 4? Yeah.
I am not able to select my token.
Oh. Maybe it's the fire. No, it's not the fire.
Oh no, I had the wrong thing on. Never mind.
And that'd be minus
Let's see.
44.
Fire.
Be minus 48. Zombies still kicking. Many of them immediately disintegrate from the stellar flare. Yes, Ipkesh is just like about 10 feet above the ground. It just goes and just blows just this atomic sun-like breath across the entire courtyard, destroying the bench, turning the sandpit to glass, and wiping out a large swath of the keep.
And the bench.
And the bench. He is on the bench. He's above the bench.
Oh, never mind.
How high is he still?
10 feet.
Okay, so basically hovering then.
Mm-hmm. Now I'm going to put this back out.
The world moves 5 feet.
It did. It did move 5 feet, but then I put it back because it's not allowed to do that. And that's as far as that's going. Alright. He did his thing. It is now the enemy's turns.
Legendary action.
Do it. As you just watched as your friends got completely enveloped. That's a hit, and bludgeoning. More comes flying off of this creature. And now it's going to attack you.
Oh, bitch.
Where are you?
I don't know why he wants to attack me. I'm innocent.
Uh-huh. Did nothing. There you are. As an action. Yeah.
Also keep in mind
screw it.
about 30 feet up in the air.
No. Well, I mean, you are 30 feet up in the air, but he's still within range of you. Because he's on the wall. And he's like 13 foot tall thing. He is going to do his multi-attack. He's going to do 1 slam and 1 create skeleton.
So 18 is a hit, 16 is a miss.
No. The 18 is to hit. That 16 is damage. And the 2d6 is damage.
I see.
So you take 20 total. You take 16 bludgeoning damage and 4 necrotic damage. And he's going to create a skeleton.
Now, him creating a skeleton, isn't that a spell? So I'd get an attack of opportunity?
No. This is a part of his abilities. He is morphing and creating undead just from what is within underneath the ground, essentially. All right. And the skeleton is going to make an attack on you.
But now, the skeleton just appeared in my attack radius, no?
No, you're high. You're like 30 feet up.
Oh, okay.
He's going to use a short bow attack on you. 23 to hit. You take 3 piercing damage.
Okie dokie.
These two skeletons are also going to attack Adna while she's on the ground. Bam, bam.
Both miss.
Oh, you're here. Literally just in time.
No, I've been here since Congar's turn.
Oh, cool. Yeah. So
She
they
was
go-
very impressed with how you handled her character responding to the carnage.
Good stuff. Yeah. So yeah, still have your hands outstretched. It's like the slop is just coming off you, and they like go to stab you, but they just kind of like stab through your clothes. That like it's like gory wings that you have. But these undead are gonna come for you. Actually, yeah. They're gonna go right on top of you. Oh no. What is that? Cancel? There we go. So they can get into your creatures not dead. Creatures gonna share the same space with the hordes. Hordes, it's not turn if creature not dead or construct shares the same space with the horde. The horde is incapacitated if the creature is engulfed. Okay. Okay. So you are sharing the same space, so you are engulfed. But the horde is incapacitated. Which is weird. Someone look that up. Incapacitated. Incapacitated creature can't take actions or reactions. Gotcha. So they're stuck there on you now. But they have movement. They engulfed, but you are engulfed, so you are going to start just taking straight up damage. But since you've almost completely freaking destroyed them, they only do half damage.
Wicked.
So instead of 8d8, they're going to do 48. So you take 23 piercing damage.
And I half that. Raging.
Yeah. And you need to succeed on a DC 19 Constitution saving throw. Oh. Okay. Well, I mean, you have a good con. What does it do? Is your target? Oh. Hard is scary. I mean, it's almost dead, but it's still scary.
Okay.
DC 19, sir. Meet or beat. Yeah, it did it.
Oh, thank God.
So you did not get diseased.
Don't let that thing touch you.
Oh,
been places.
wow. It is hard to escape this.
Can't I just attack it?
You can, yep. I mean, yeah, you definitely just can. It would probably be less of a waste of time. So the strength DC to escape is 24.
Okay.
Okay.
On my turn, obviously.
On your turn, yeah. That enemy. Oh, here's my buddy. Death Knight. Okay. No more Hellfire orbs allowed, it would appear. And you got rid of my Camion, sadly, because I was going to plane shift somebody.
That would have been fun.
Would have been. Oh.
Would have been a good adventure.
Oh.
I don't like when you do that.
What is the save for that? Here's wisdom. Yeah. I think it would be twice. Oh, wait. Atesh is 30 feet? Atesh, I need you to make a wisdom save. You need to beat. Blah, 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 blah. 18. So, as you just for a moment gaze towards the Death Knight. It looks towards you and you see its eyes flash. And you just feel yourself paralyzed and lock up as you fall from the sky and hit the ground. You are under the hold person spell.
Counterspell, counterspell. I don't know how counterspell works.
You take 11 points of bludgeoning damage and you just hit the ground.
You're in his aura now.
Oh boy.
Okay. He is done. This bro is still here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Dash, that's his full turn. That guy did his shot. Gravelord did his thing. This zombie horde?
Is that a spell?
It was.
I have advantage then.
Okay.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
It was a wisdom, right?
Wisdom save, yeah. I'm afraid it still occurs.
Fuck.
He is restrained. Whole person, is that what it was?
I do believe so. Whole person.
Yep.
Humanoid with the target must succeed, blah,
Anyone
or
have
they are
counter
paralyzed. So a paralyzed person.
Right.
A paralyzed creature is incapacitated, so they can't make actions or reactions. Can't move or speak. Creature automatically fails strength and dexterity saving throws. Attack rolls against a creature of advantage. Any attack that hits the creature is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature. At the end of each of your turns, you can make an additional wisdom saving throw. Otherwise, this will last up to 1 minute. It's concentration. So I'm going to also...
Question about... So it says Cabal's Ruin. When the wearer is targeted by an enemy spell, they can use the reaction to have the cloak swallow part of the spell.
That is for, like, damage spells. It's a whole person.
It doesn't say that.
How would you swallow
Cloak gains
half
a
a whole
number
person?
The cloak gains a number of charges equal to the spell level of the triggering spell. The wearer is still subject to whatever effects the spell would normally inflict on him. The ability cannot be used again until they finish a short or long rest. So I'm going to do that, and might as well absorb some charges while I'm dying.
Alrighty.
So, what is it, 3?
It's a level 2 spell.
Okay, cool. I got 2 more charges on there.
So it'd be half of the spell. So it'd be 1, right?
It just says it. No, it's the full spell level of the triggering spell. Number of charges equal to the spell level of the targeting spell.
Okay. Gotcha. Alrighty. Well, no, you can still walk around. Yeah, and he is going to. The Death Knight is going to jump down. And he's going to take a smidge of damage. Takes 2 points. Okay, gets about that close. And that is probably going to be his entire turn. Dead creatures within its choice to be a... Oh. Cool. Alright. That is all the enemy... Nope, there's still one here. 5, 10, 15, 20, I think. Yes. But... Oh! It's not an attack. 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. You are within the engulfing range, Zinra. So you are now considered engulfed.
Oh god.
No!
But
I said no.
the
No.
sword is also almost dead, so they also don't get to do full damage.
Okay.
You take 48 piercing damage.
Yeah, considering they were singed and radiant damage probably did way more than it should have to them, so
Oh yeah,
they're probably very much
they
dead,
have
yeah.
no resistances. Just
I
a
take
heart of
48
cannon fodder.
right off the bat.
Yeah, just right. You're in their space. They're just coming at you, but now they're incapacitated. They can't take actions or reactions. It's just automatic damage.
Okay. Can I do anything?
So currently you are considered restrained, and a restrained creature. Speed becomes 0. Can't benefit from any bonus to speed. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. Creature has disadvantage dexterity saving throws, which you don't really have to worry about with this particular situation.
Can I use supernatural defense to get out of their grapple?
They're not grappling you. You need to make you're engulfed. So you need to make a strength check. So that's a DC 24 strength check to get out.
Okay.
All right. So that is all of them, I think. I'm going to zoom all the way out.
Do I make that now or on my turn?
You would make that. I do believe on your turn. It would have to be on your turn.
Okay.
Yeah, you can try to escape as an action. So you don't have to do it at the end of your turn, thankfully. It's just an action.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But also, there's not many of them left. So you can determine what you want to do about that.
Start slashing like a crazy person.
Yeah, probably literally at this point, be better. They used to have over 100 hit points, and they're like in the 30s. So.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Good to know.
Adna, it is your turn with the allies on deck.
So they just slashed at me and my arms are in the air and they've given me beautiful wings and I'm just gonna fly away. And I know that will take a attack of opportunities.
Alrighty then, as you just like raise up in the air like a gory Jesus.
But like angle away.
Yeah. Alright, yeah, they're gonna make a couple of attacks of opportunity against you, and they're just gonna slash. 9 and
Missed.
11.
Aha! And then I will shoot them! So I'll shoot this one first.
Hokely dokely.
18.
That'll hit.
9 piercing.
It's dead.
8. Okay.
Wait, actually, one of those is poison, right?
Yeah. 8 is poison, 6 is fire.
Oh, so 8 and 6.
So 9 piercing, 5 fire. I'm
Yep,
assuming poison.
still dies.
Okay.
Just burns to a crisp.
Okay, shoot the other one.
The other skeleton like looks down. It's like, and this like gets more angry at you. See, it's like mouth open wider. You hit it.
Yep. 7 piercing, 6 fire.
It is also dead. As it raises its weapon to come up and chase you, it just collapses into nothing.
Okay. I'm gonna take a potion.
So you're 20 feet? Cool.
Yeah, I moved up. No. Well, I'll take the cruelty. So I get an extra attack.
Alright.
End of turn.
Alright. Next up is the allies! Zinra and possibly Zarakil and Brumal, and attached maybe from an angle. You can see as Brock and Sindri are there, they're just like standing, and Brock is just like, whoa, because he just missed, just barely got missed by that stellar flare that tore through the keep. And they're going to back off a smidge, because I think they might have heard something about what was going on. 25. And Agok is just like, yes! He's just coming out full speed.
Oh god. What a dumbass.
Barbarian do.
And he's just going to start... Oh no, you full sprinted. So that is their turns. And next up is Ipkesh with Brumal on deck.
So what do you want me to do?
You are currently held personed, but you can make a saving throw at the end of your turn, which would be now. Wisdom save.
Here
Damn. Get them out of the way. You are still paralyzed. I have that, actually. There it is. Alright. Bermal, it is your turn with Zinra on deck.
Right. JerryGeeVO looks pretty good. How's your hit points doing? Yeah, I am also at that meh level. This dragon still has
Use
a
the
lot
potions.
of...
Use the potions while you can.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
dragon is barely touched.
Yeah. I did a lot of damage, but I, well, it's an ancient dragon, so... did a lot more. Well... my damage isn't really save anyone, so I think the choice ahead of me is to 5, 10, 15, 20 past Ipkesh. I will cast Freedom of Movement on Ipkesh. He is removed of Paralyze or Restraint.
Casco
Ooh.
what?
Nice.
Haha. Go Brumal, utility.
Utility spells.
Does that really
Yes.
stop hold person?
It does. Yeah, it's. I can read it to you here. Freedom of Movement. Level 4 abjuration spell. Touch a willing creature for the duration the target's movement is unaffected by difficult terrain, and spells other magical effects can neither reduce the target's speed nor cause the target to be paralyzed or restrained.
Nice.
The target can also spend 5 feet of movement to automatically escape from non-magical restraints, which is a thing, so that all that rest of that shit doesn't matter.
Nice. That's awesome. There.
Finally,
Utility
being
is awesome.
underwater imposes. Okay, yeah. So it's all the other.
Nicely done,
Correct.
Craig.
Yes.
Nicely done.
Nice, very nicely done. Attach if you could. I can't because Craig's is too large. Can you take off the icon?
Yeah. So, that is 3/4 of my movement. Unfortunately, because I'm going the direction, I'm going to back this way, I think, and remain in JerryGeeVO's aura, and I myself will quaff a greater healing for now. I have better ones, but don't think I need them quite yet.
All
44 plus 4.
I'd say fucking use it. Save the graders. But
Yeah, I'm
You
at
never
about
know
half
another
health.
fire breath is going to come. Is all I'm saying, or
Exactly.
the stellar flare.
Yeah, no, that is true. Well, you know what? Yeah, I won't use my supreme. I'll use a superior. So 8d4 plus 8.
All right.
8, 4.
So as you go and you dispel the magic that is placed on Ipkesh, you quickly chug down a potion and heal
It's not a
yourself.
bad roll.
It's actually pretty good.
Terrible. I'll take it. Back up to 85. And that is a bonus action for drinking a potion?
Yes, and it's an action
Okay.
to feed someone else a potion.
Okay. So, yeah, my action was to free Ipkesh, and
Mhm.
my bonus was to potion, and I've used all my movement. Yeah, I think, unfortunately, that is the best I can do. Yeah, that's my turn.
All right. Next up is Zinra with Jan on deck.
Hopefully Ipkesh can get out of there before the dragon does something.
Or the undead. Well, I guess we'll see what happens with that.
How many are around me?
I'm going to say roughly 20 or so.
Okay, well, I'm just literally going to take out my Gladius of Lightning and just start swinging like a crazy person.
Make it so. Mm-hmm. 6 slashing. You got to roll your lightning damage as well. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
We can actually just put that rate on there if you want, eh?
How do you do that?
So where's your Gladius of the Light? There it is. Boom. And then we'll go damage 2.
Yeah.
And it is... I don't know why it says... Is it 1d... It's 1d4.
It's 1d6.
Okay. Change that. And bam. Now the next time
So
you
now-
roll, it'll just be automatic. So it's 6 and 5.
Yeah.
Minus 6. Minus 5. 22. Minus 7. As you slash and slash across the horde, you keep like stabbing the various undead in like the neck and like just decapitating them and like ripping off their limbs as they're just like crackling with lightning energy. Yeah, there's not many left. There's just a few stumbling around.
Can I like move? Am I still like stuck, or can I get away from them?
You're
Have
still
I made
engulfed.
myself
You're still engulfed. It's an action, so you just use your action to get out, not to attack instead of get out.
Okay, well I'll just hang out here, I guess.
Was that both your attacks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I want to see actually, is it on their turn they do the damage, or is restrained? Blah blah blah. And at the start, as at the start of the horde's turns, it does the damage. So
Okay.
next up is Jan's turn with Congar on deck.
All right. So how is that big ugly in front of me
You've
looking?
whittled it down. It's looking fairly rough. You gauge with how much damage you've been doing with each attack. You're not going to kill it this turn. Unless you do something big.
Chinoa bueno. Well, I'm gonna roll my d6, see if my breath recharges.
Nope.
It does. Oh no, never mind. I saw the 5. I was like, yeah, it does. 1.
A 7?
You need a roll from Zerakil.
Do you need a roll from Zerakil?
Mhm. I'm gonna get him to roll Ipkesh again.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
God.
No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm fine. Yeah. You choose someone else.
That's quite the burden.
It is. I'll give it to Congar next time.
Fuck you.
Alright, well, I'm gonna do another multi-attack on it, so
Alright.
we'll do a bite first.
Alright, 16.
And then 2 claws.
Two claws. Yeah. You've whittled it down to nothing. You just kept slashing and biting, just like spitting stuff out. You feel sick. You feel nauseous from this creature, and it just keeps like kind of grabbing out, just barely like. But it's still kicking. Barely.
They'll kick.
You wager another round of attacks, we'll probably finish it off.
With some legendaries thrown in.
Some legendaries. You could probably finish it off with all your legendaries. Speaking of which,
Uh-oh.
Somebody had to
Ipkesh
say it.
is going to be using some legendary actions now that he's actually within range of anybody. Oh.
You all screwed.
So, I'm going to start activating this now. I need, I think, literally everybody. Oh, is it everybody?
Do the gravity thing, probably? I don't know.
No. Jen is out. Everybody else
Everyone but Jan.
needs to make a wisdom saving throw or become frightened. If you are immune to frightened, you have advantage on the frightened condition. If you are double immune to frightened,
Did we
You're
eat
immune.
from the smash pot for breakfast, or did this? No, this happened
No.
too quick. We did
Yeah.
not. No.
Anyone in my aura gets advantage. Well, actually, it's supposed to be immune, but advantage.
yeah. As Ipkesh emits an
Plus
aura
4?
of madness. The
Plus 4,
DC
yep.
is 22. If you fail, you are frightened.
Thank you, wise man.
Okay. Oh, Agak.
What did we need to roll?
22.
Wisdom.
22 wisdom.
Damn.
His wisdom saving throw. Oh, he has a +3.
And if I have 2 sets of advantage, neither say
5. Ooh, embarrassing. Okay, so Zinra is afraid. Bermal? Are you afraid?
Advantage.
You didn't roll it? Atesh? Atesh is afraid?
No, I'm not.
He's +4.
Oh. His advantage and he has a +4, so that's, yeah, it's literally
Yep.
22.
Fuck yeah.
Conqueror's unafraid. Zerakil? Where are you?
I am
no,
double
you're
immune, sir.
You're actually immune. Waiting on Bermal.
The roll, sorry, wisdom.
Yeah, Conqueror
wisdom save.
passed. Adno failed.
25.
Nice.
Adno doesn't have any things where for things.
Who's casting fear? The Death Knight?
No, this is
Dragon.
Ipkesh.
Oh,
He's emitting his passive aura. Okay. So all those who are afraid currently. Creature repeats a saving throw at the end of each of their turns, ending the effect on itself on a success. If a creature fails a saving throw by... Oh. Oh no. 5 or more. No.
I didn't fail by 5 or more. I have 19.
3. Why do you have advantage?
Well, I have advantage on all saving throws from my necklace, and I also have advantage on all frightening saving throws from Hardened Soul.
Good. All right then.
Don't fuck with me! I read!
Good. Well, that's what
take a lot more to shake that bitch up. I'll tell you what.
You gotta
She
tell
did
me.
her homework.
So it's good. It's a good thing you did you know your character. It's important that. Otherwise, things. Okay. So
Bad things.
yeah.
Things Adno
Successful.
has seen.
Oh, if you are successful for this, you're immune to his aura for 24 hours.
Hey.
But otherwise. Okay. So you're just... Okay. So it's just frightened. Okay, yeah. That is it. It is regular frightened condition. So you have disadvantage on all attack rolls against the creature that is the source of your fear, and you have, and it has advantage, I believe, on you. Give me a sec here. Fear. Frightened. Frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight, and the creature can't willingly move closer to the source of its fear. There we go. Gets worse if you get less than 5 because you get driven insane.
Who all failed? Just Sinra and
Everybody who
I?
has the fear icon. So Agak. And I thought there was more. Oh, I mean,
Okay.
technically there would have been, but there's immunity to people. And
So Agak is insane.
no, he's not insane. He's not insane, is he?
He rolled
I
a
think
5
he
for
rolled
him.
Did he?
Huh.
No, 5 or
He
more.
rolled it.
Oh wait, no, yeah, he did. He's insane. Exciting.
Uh-oh. That can't be good for us.
This ends a gag.
Where is the confused condition? Oh, stunned. Doesn't really count. That technically looks like a thing. Oopsie. He's not dead.
He died. I saw it.
Shut up, fuck you.
It's canon.
Stop, you're spoiling it. Okay, now, Ipkesh. Actually gonna do his. Okay. Tail attack.
You can activate his Sphere Aura as a free action.
It should have always been on when he got close to you guys, but he was never really close enough.
I see.
Yeah, so I'm doing it now. And you guys are usually always immune. So, bear with me. Each creature within Congar it is. I need you to make... I need you to make a Dexterity saving throw, Congar. DC 21.
My bad, I was talking to him.
Dexterity.
Sorry, what's hitting me?
Ipkesh. He is using Void Slip. You know what?
Nice.
No. Okay. Well, he still gets to do his thing. So, you watch as he just like kind of like twists and kind of like spins from existence and just disappears. Instead,
I think we won.
We did it.
he will appear right here. That's stupid. That's a really stupid thing. He's gonna appear right. Nah, fuck it. Yeah. Screw it. He's gonna appear there. And that I'm scared of Zerakiel. All right.
But does Ipkesh know that?
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. He's just gonna. You're right. Thank you for stopping me from metagaming.
You have to do it to us sometimes.
I do.
Well,
I have to do it all the time.
fear is a real thing.
Yeah, he's just too scary. All right, Jan. Is it your turn? No, you just finished your turn, didn't you? You just did a multi-attack.
Jan went, he did a multi-attack. He's probably going to do a attack now.
Turn. Yeah, he's gonna.
Yeah.
Jan,
remember.
are you going to do a legendary?
Sorry, my mic was
He
muted.
can't, he
Yes,
can't, he
I'm
can't, he
doing a
can't.
legendary attack.
He can't.
Why can't I?
Because your turn just ended, so Ipkesh is legendary
No,
action.
Ipkesh is...
Ipkesh just went.
Oh, wait, that
Yeah.
was his legendary.
Yeah. So it's your
Oh,
turn.
even the void one is legendary? Okay,
Oh.
gotcha.
Sorry,
Void
what did
Slip?
the Void Slip do?
It was supposed to do something. When he teleported, it's supposed to do crap ton
Great,
of damage.
I went to go rub my eye when I was walking out of your room.
Cool. Thanks for that info.
I thought I was muted.
You're welcome.
Make a Constitution save, Marcel.
So it just ended up
Not
moving.
He just
actually.
ended up teleporting instead without doing the damage to Congar.
Okay. Fart blast is what he was trying to do. Gotcha.
That's the one. Fart blast. That's the one. Yeah. You can roll the next d6.
Just a little toot.
Congar's
I've been
turn?
rolling
Yeah,
like
it's your turn.
shit, so yeah, sure.
Okay.
To be fair, Programmer's really like shit too. So.
Great Weapon Master, Reckless Attack.
Okay.
Get off of me! And so, 21 minus 5.
Definitely, they have an AC of 8, so I think.
Yep. Okay.
No, it's 13. Wait, no, that's not him. Oh, that's Agak. Because it's just his token settings.
Yeah.
8. Yes, it is 8.
All right.
Hit away, sir.
So
21, 7. Oh, how much is that?
that's 28 plus 4 is 32 plus 10 is 42.
There's about roughly 25 zombies left. How do you want to finish them all off with your one swing? They're all just shambling toward you and like clawing at you, just and they've like completely like just engulfed you entirely.
I'm gonna Diablo to it. I'm gonna do tornado style with the fucking hammer.
Whirlwind.
I'm just gonna whirlwind. And they're holding on to me and they're trying to hold on and I'm just spinning a big fucking circle.
Yeah, and they all just start getting whipped off just from like the inertia, the velocities, like just ripping their limbs off and just like trying to hold on to you, and their bodies are like being separated from their arms, and it's a mess. And Adna is like,
Some of the
once again,
arms
like,
are still holding
her
on to
arms
me.
out as she's like super high up in the sky, and like she's being hit by the viscera.
Like some of the fucking hands and fingernails are still in my skin, and I'm just standing there like, fuck.
Yeah, just breathing heavily. You see your all of your spirit guardians just like floating around you and helping to like rip off the undead and toss them to the side. You see as your father is like right beside you, just like tearing them off of your body, like just kind of float just above you.
I furrow my brow and give a nod, and I will start moving. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. And I say, you forgot about me.
I forgot nothing.
Oh, you won't forget this. And
We flank an ancient dragon? I think we just did.
You sure can. He's 10 feet up, but I mean, it doesn't really matter in this circumstance.
Yeah. Well, Congar doesn't matter for him, I guess. How tall are you technically right now?
At
least 12 feet.
I'm probably 14 feet-ish.
Yeah. Good enough.
You should be double your size.
Yeah, because I am... Oh, wait. What am I? Like,
Should
8
be
foot,
larger
so I'm
then.
like 16.
Yeah, you're about 16 feet.
Alright. And, I feel like a cloud giant. Yeah, I will... Great Weapon Master. I won't need Reckless Attack for this.
You won't?
I get advantage because I'm flanking.
Oh, yes, this is true.
$19?
19 is not a hit. As you go to swing out, do you see the tail kind of like fling out and like just like bash away your pyramol?
Lucky. My last one. Come on.
You're gonna lucky that? Okay.
20.
5.
No, still knocks it away.
Do you have like a minus to something?
Yeah.
I
you
get a
Great
minus
Weapon
5.
Master. You got a minus 5,
yeah,
you got a
right,
plus
right.
10.
Right.
Plus 10 damage.
Mhm.
And what did I roll? I rolled a fucking 8. God damn it. Alright. I am going to use my action surge.
Okay.
Nice.
Fighter. When the barbarian doesn't work, pull out the fighter.
Should I go nuts again, guys? And by that, should I try to use Great Weapon Master?
Just go.
Just mark off
go
your
for it.
action surge, just so you don't end up using it again.
Good call.
Because I feel like you might have done that at one point.
No,
already.
I have not done it once. This is the first time I've actually got to use it.
All right.
No, I used it once in the other fight. I'll put an X next to it saying I'm... Okay. And... Alright. Great Weapon Master. Let's try this. Come on. So miss.
Yeah, as you go to swing again, he just once again whips his tail up and just goes.
I'm rolling like 7s and 6s. This is garbage. Okay, well, fuck it. Let's, I guess, try again. Great Weapon Master. Thank
Go.
you.
That'll do it.
25.
25 is a hit. As he goes to whip out his tail again to knock away your pyramol, you like hold back a minute, and then you just go to strike him like right in the hind leg.
And 20 plus 9 is 29, plus 4 is 33, plus 10 is 43 damage.
Yeah, he takes it all.
And I will use a bonus action to chug a greater healing.
You hear this like loud kind of crack pop in his hind leg, and he just goes from behind you. And you kind of see as it like moves his leg around really quickly, like kind of like to pop it back into place. And you're just like you just hear like these like loud clicking, popping sounds. Disgusting.
I grimace or I grin, and I'm like, "See, told you you'd, not forget that."
Huh. All right. After
And
Congar,
it's my turn.
It's a legendary attack.
It's a legendary.
You can do it.
I'm gonna do a wing attack.
Okay.
That skeleton's more than 30 feet away from me, or is 30 feet away from me? Yeah.
He's on the ground. You're 30 feet up, so yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'll do a wing attack.
You do that on the Grave Lord.
On the Grave Lord.
No, take plus.
Necro
They
Booger.
can't be knocked prone. So, dexterity save, which I'm pretty sure it's terrible at. Yep, no bonuses, and actually a minus. Loses. Roll your damage.
2d6 plus 6. Second.
Nine.
Terrible. A 1 and a 2.
Bludgeoning. Yeah.
Is it bludgeoning?
Yeah.
Yep.
So you, and you just see like more of the bits of skeleton and mass just get blown off the wall. It just flies off. You see like 3 or 4 of these like bits of like these like just the skulls that are like talking and almost kind of like hissing at you as they're more exposed now, as like the kind of like tar like pulls away the faces, and you can kind of see what's inside. There's not much left of this thing. Not much at all, but it didn't kill it.
Gotta roll just a little bit higher.
Probably, I don't think I actually would kill it. But it is now Zerakhil's turn. But there's gonna be a legendary action here. But sadly, Void Slip costs a lot. So tail attack on Congar.
Against who?
Congar.
Okay.
32 to hit. You take 16
that just hits.
bludgeoning damage.
Is that halved?
Yeah.
Okay. Ow.
Yeah, as he just actually just full on hits you this time instead of just aiming for your weapon. All right.
Ow.
All right. 400. It's cold damage from the stars. Okay. Oh. Okay. Right. That is his legendary. That was your legendary. It is now Zerakhil's turn, followed by literal Ipkesh.
Oh, I'm so nervous.
Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna try something, and I don't know if it's gonna work in our favor. I'm going to raise my sword.
Okay.
And swipe it down in the air, and use Dimensional Tear.
Oh.
As an action, cut a tear in reality, opening a temporary portal to the astral plane. The portal will remain open for 1 minute and allow creatures and objects to travel from either side, and tear can be up to 50 feet long.
Just put a fucking wall between you, hey?
And I'll go for a +1.
Up a tear to the supercomputer.
Ha! Ha! Oh god, reboot.
Where are you? Okay. So, where's that tear now? And how big is it?
Let's say 35 feet. How big is the dragon? He's pretty big, so let's go the full 50.
Okay. I mean, you gotta, like, cut it yourself.
Okay. Can I cut it straight through him?
No, like, you can cut it in reality, but you gotta, like, use your movement to cut the tear.
Oh, I gotta use my movement. Okay.
Yeah.
In that case, I will move over here.
So from where you are, it's gonna begin.
Oh, wait, but if I'm cutting vertically... Oh, no, I could cut horizontally, too,
It
I
doesn't
guess.
matter. It's literally the astral plane.
Okay, well, I'll cut this way.
Okay, from here to Bleer. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. All right. So you cut this massive hole to the astral plane, and it just starts as like a small slit at first, and then as you finish and you like rip the sword out, it just like opens like a giant eye.
Cool.
Now, it is somewhat within Ipkesh's range. However, this tear, it doesn't. It's not like putting a bag of holding into another bag of holding. It doesn't suck everything in. It just opens a straight up portal.
Okay. Then as a bonus action, I will quaff a potion.
Okay. As you are quaffing the potion, and you're like looking in, like almost somewhat fearfully through your visor, of course, into the astral plane, you see so many things. You see galaxies. You see stars exploding in the far distance. You see strange, different, almost like cities, a little bit farther away in the distance, like long stacked towers that could be like miles away, but it's just like an open expanse of space. And as it remains open, you see out in the distance, slowly coming towards you, the size of a whale. One large eye, red, protrudes from its face, and a very, very, very large mouth is at its front, with these two almost like praying mantis-like arms, as it kind of swims towards you through the astral plane.
Yep. Yep.
Alright.
Zero kill. Why?
So we have 9
I
more
told you
rounds
it was
of
something stupid.
that. And now it is Ipkesh's turn, unless there's another legendary action from...
Of course, there's a legendary action. Is that even a question? Like, come on. That'll be a tail whip.
thing before it attacks next.
It'll be a tail whip.
Yeah, that's all he's got left.
Yep.
That's
all
a
he's
hit.
got left.
I'm so sorry. Wait, no, yeah, I'm sorry. That's gonna be... It is practically a puddle. There's like nothing left of this fucking thing. It is like 3 full skeletons, like rolling around in a shallow puddle. Like there's nothing left.
I've only been beating on it for like 6
The
rounds.
entire game.
Yeah. All right, it's Ipkesh's turn. Congar, please roll me 86.
You rolled terrible and everything else. Rolled
Ah!
terrible.
Yeah, I'm so happy.
Forgot my d6.
Yeah, that's a good thing. Zerkill, can you roll a d6 just to see what would have happened if you did it?
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so it would have
Nope.
been
Copycat.
Would have been fine.
fine. All right,
Totally fine.
now he has to do like manual punch
Everybody's
stuff.
rolling one.
Nobody would have done it.
Wow.
Because he sees
Now I
what
feel like we
Zerkill
wasted
did.
those.
And he looks at you and he says, I am a creature of the astral plane. I'm a master of both the astral sea and the endless abyss.
So are you bragging?
You're making fun of him. Okay, so he doesn't even need to move. He's gonna do a multi-attack. He's gonna make 3 attacks. He's gonna make a bite and 2 claws. He's going to bite Zerakiel and he's gonna claw Connor twice.
Disadvantage on Zerakiel.
What? Fine. Bite. 26, Zerakiel?
Yeah, that'll do it.
So you take 26 piercing damage and 20 cold damage.
He negates 12 damage. Reflected back.
Reflect back. How dare you, you son of a bitch. As the spirits come over and go, push back much of the damage as you're at the actual spirit of your father. That rains back the damage. And now the 2 claw attacks.
What was the damage on that?
26 piercing and 20 cold. But
So 46 minus 12.
Gotcha. Got it.
okay, 2 claws on Congar. At advantage. So 27
Why advantage?
because you use reckless.
No, I didn't.
Oh, I guess you didn't. Smeared.
So both those hit though.
Well,
Well, you killed the zombies, and then you rushed over into the thing. But I guess it was
Yeah,
a
then I
full
used an
round.
action surge to start my thing again, and we were flanking him, so that's how I got advantage.
Yeah. I'm just thinking it was a full round after you got away from the zombies and then went to Ipkesh. So 21,
Hit.
16 slashing, 7 cold.
Okay.
He also
And that's
the
already
dragon
half.
also takes 4 damage
The dragon takes 4 damage from what?
from attacking me.
Oh dear. Oh my.
Sorry, you said that was
It's right up there.
16. I know, but
slashing.
is it halved yet?
No, it's that it has its full damage.
Okay.
So you would take 8 and then
Plus
7 cold.
7, 15.
And then 18 slashing and 6 cold.
And so 9 plus 6 is 15.
As both slash across you, leaving deep wounds and scars on your chest.
Let's see if
And his legendary actions have now replenished. It is the
I will
enemy's turn.
use Second Wind. And what's the fighter one?
So on the enemy's turn.
Second wind is something on your turn.
Yeah.
This skeleton's going to attack Adno.
No, it's negate damage.
Oh,
Sharpo. 18
And Stone's
Adno.
Oh.
endurance.
Hit.
You take 6 piercing damage and he just goes... Actually, it's advantage. I do believe.
Oh, that
You
was
are
a
frightened.
Oh wow. Okay.
No, never mind. It's not advantage. But yeah, you take 6 piercing from the one arrow that the skeleton shoots like all by himself. This Death Knight. This Death Knight is. This makes sense. Yeah, he's gonna approach Zerakiel.
hey.
And he is gonna. Does he have any like cool things? I mean, wait. Do you have any casting time? You have. No, you don't have things going on right now. Yeah, he is going to use his longsword upon you. Holy! He's gonna make 3 longsword attacks against you, Zerakiel.
Okay.
26, 24, and 16.
Third one misses, and the other 2 hit.
Okay, so 10 slashing, 14 necrotic, and 7 slashing, 14 necrotic.
Help.
He takes 8 damage.
Better use that Supreme.
How dare. As he just, with both hands, just slashes through you. And you manage to just block with your shield for that last one. Alright, Grave Lord. Buddy. Let's kill that dragon. He's gonna make 2 slam attacks against you. Ten. That's a natural 1. That's a natural 1. Curious. Yes, this is fun. So as there's like barely anything left of this thing, and it like has to epic reach out, like just like trying to chain together 3 like full skeletons together. There's like none of that fleshy tar left. It's like just bleach white skeletons like trying to like
Eat it all.
like 3 kids in a trench coat like their way up to the dragon. And they reach and they kind of fall over, and the rest of them slump over the side of the wall. And fucking die. They just shatter into nothing. This little gentleman over here, this little skeleton over here, is going to shoot a short bow at you. 23. You take 3 points of piercing damage.
So proud of itself.
Gotta do something.
Sorry to interrupt, but I think I'm down, but then I'm back up again with
You went
5
down?
hit points.
Oh,
I
which
think
means-
so, because the last attack was 45 damage total, right?
I suppose so. Yeah.
I think so.
Plus 40. That's 24. Yeah.
Oh, weren't you? Didn't Congar negate a bunch of it, like 12 or something like that?
That was the
Nope.
other. He's being attacked by a giant dragon and a death knight.
So yeah, you got knocked down, brought back up, and when you were brought back up, you blew fire in all directions.
Yep. And hurts only enemies.
Mm-hmm. How much?
Enemies.
Let's see, 5 hit points, 66 fire damage, half on a success, dexterity save.
Dexterity save. All right, and that's a magical save effect. Death Knight, 24, and Ipkesh. Really?
Wow.
11. All right.
He's got to beat a 16, I think?
Yeah, didn't do it. The Death Knight passed though, and takes half damage, which means that's 19. That's 9 damage. And Ipkesh takes the full 18. Nice, very nice. That skeleton went up. The zombies on Zinra. Zinra, you are going to take.
No, I don't want the dad.
No!
Stay away.
40 piercing.
As our paladin's just like fucking getting chewed to pieces.
Yeah.
48.
Yeah. So you take 14 piercing damage.
Okay.
And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw or become infected with a zombie bite disease.
What? Constitution?
You failed. So you feel like this rippling of just almost like worms underneath your skin as they bite and they claw you. They infected you.
Oh my god, can somebody just kill me now?
You have COVID.
Me in the face.
So you cannot regain hit points.
Okay. Even with my periaptive wound closure?
Nope. And your hit point maximum decreases by 10 or 3d6 every 24 hours that elapse. If the
Okay, somebody
disease reduces the target's hit point maximum to 0, the target dies and it rates as a zombie in 1d4 hours. The disease lasts until removed by something.
Does it take any potions? Like if I take a potion? A
Maybe.
greater healing or something?
Maybe. Who knows?
Okay,
So
thanks.
he's gonna waste a potion.
I just love being a zombie.
And I think
Better
that
than
was
being an orc.
all the enemies that are left. So that is it.
Whoa.
It is now Adno's turn, but that's the end of the enemy's turn, and Ipkesh is going to do another legendary action. And since he has them all back, yes.
He's trying to be cool like me.
Shard and retrieve 1.
What a copycat.
I know, eh?
I'm
Just
going to
trying to
see
be
if I can
cool
do
like me.
something terrible. But I don't even know what I could use. That would be terrible.
You have so many options.
No, it's a very special, very specific thing that costs 3 actions, but I'm just using Void Slip. Alright, Elon. So, everyone within 15 feet. It's Ipkesh. That is Vermal. That's Zerakil. And the Death Knight. And Kongar. Everybody needs to make a DC 21 Dexterity saving throw.
Rip.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Reaction, grab onto Zerakil. I've seen this before.
Zinra's fine.
Zinra, you were fine.
Alright. So, Kongar succeeded. Zerakil failed. Ipkesh failed? Or does he actually have advantage?
Is it a magical effect?
It is a ability.
Is it magical?
He's he's essentially twisting reality and teleporting himself by going into the astral plane. So it's not a spell.
Does Zerakil have to roll to keep that portal open?
If it is a magical
Nope.
effect, I still have advantage on it.
All right,
So
I'll
you
say it's
can
a
make the
magical
ruling on
effect.
that.
So you have advantage. So you passed. The other one who did not is Zerakil.
You fucking needed a crit to pass. Nice. Wow. I'm really fucking impressed.
So Zerakil,
Yes.
You're the weakest link.
Goodbye.
you take 11 bludgeoning damage, and you're knocked prone. But
And
I'm sure you're
I am fallen.
toast. All right, Zerakil is now making death saves, and he loses his aura.
Yep.
And you see as Ipkesh is just like, yes, yes. All right. Bam, bam, that is done. Okay. Next up is Adno, followed by the allies.
If a curse states that I can choose a creature that I can see, can I do it on myself?
Yes?
I'm gonna
Yes.
use a bonus action and curse myself, as
Okay.
well as amplify it. And I'm gonna use.
So you hurt yourself a smidgel?
And I'm gonna use my potion with the crow stuff. I forget the name of it. The bypass to bypass the amplification problem.
Yes. So it doesn't have a cost.
Yep. So I use a bonus action, and the person I choose within 30 feet
Okay, so hold on.
is no longer.
To drink, you gotta drink that potion, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's a bonus action to drink it. So you can't turn an action into a bonus action.
Just kidding.
When did I say action?
Well, you said, so it's a bonus action to drink the thing, and you said you can use a bonus action to do something to someone else.
I think I just said the wrong word.
All right.
I meant, I'm not trying to do an action. I just want to do the bonus action of the curse.
Okay. But
Okay.
you're using that potion that you gotta drink, right? To make the
Right.
amplification cost go away?
Oh, sorry, that's the one you're talking about. Sorry, I was. Okay, so then I won't. I will just take damage.
Alright.
Okay. 3 damage. That was better anyways.
Very
So I'm gonna
well.
amplify it. So I am no longer frightened, and then the creature that charmed, frightened, or possessed the target now suffers 3d6 psychic damage and must make a wisdom saving throw.
What the? Oh, that's why I can't select you. Okay, so you're no longer frightened. And the who? Saving throw?
He has to do a wisdom saving throw.
Which one?
The dragon, because he's the one that frightened me.
It's a passive effect.
Still frightened me?
I guess? It's an aura. What are the specifics of it?
The creature that charmed, frightened, or possessed the target of your curse suffers 3d6 psychic damage and must make a wisdom saving throw or be stunned until the end of your next turn.
Alright. Okay. Let's see here. Wisdom saving throw. 17?
That's the problem. I don't know.
It's based off your spell save DC.
I have my Hemocraft save, which is 17.
Okay, that's probably it. If you go to your spells...
Yeah, it'll be whatever
it
your
says 17.
spell casting modifier, probably wisdom.
Yep, 17.
Proficiency. What is
So
it again?
So you
he
met
meets.
it. Yeah, the rule is meet or beat. So he passed.
So I think he still gets the psychic damage. He's just not stunned.
So roll your psychic damage.
12.
12. That's just like... just winces a little bit and doesn't seem to know where it came from.
Okay, so that was my bonus action. My action is to shoot said stupid skeleton.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 16. I meant to be on normal.
That'll hit.
11 piercing, 2 fire.
Dead. Literally, it's hit points.
Okay.
Just shattered.
I really don't see me hitting the dragon, so I will hit Death Knight.
Very well.
26.
That'll hit.
Dragon. 7 piercing, 1 poison, 2 fire.
Okay, poison does nothing to it. So 7 piercing, 2 fire.
Yes.
Alright, fires over, hits it right in the back of the head, and like tings and like rips it out of the helmet and like looks toward you.
Hey, girl.
And your turn, Adna?
Yeah, and then I move 10 feet forward and 10 feet up.
Alright. I'm gonna use the washroom very quickly. Well, BRB.
Break time.
Break time.
If you're looking for some fun, fast-paced and light-hearted adventures, seek out none other than the disastrous but well-intended Professor Humbert Drumsley in his glorious 5e Adventure Codex. Check out Professor Humbert Drumsley, beautiful Rottingham from the mines over at Terryhurk Storms. It's a city adventure kit compatible with the latest edition of the world's oldest fantasy role-playing system. If you're looking for some fun, fast-paced and light-hearted adventures, seek out none other than the disastrous but well-intended Professor Humbert Drumsley in his glorious 5e Adventure Codex.
The good-ish
Alright.
guys.
I suppose they're kind of our friends.
Well, they're kind of our friends.
She's just sad we couldn't get her out of there in time. And I don't blame her.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 10. Okay. Agak is afraid. But he is going to slash at these zombies.
So he's confused or something, isn't he?
Insane.
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
Straight up insane.
Anybody
that's
get
the
that?
fun kind of confusion.
No?
Yes, indeed.
In the membrane? Okay.
No, not even gonna go there.
I've only heard it a million times.
Grade
Oh.
8 was not
Shit.
good.
Oh, wow.
Did he do it?
No, it's just... Okay. He's fucked forever. Alright.
Fucked forever.
Yeah, he is permanently insane.
There's no fixing it?
Currently, from what you would know.
Alrighty.
Oh, we should just put him out of his misery.
Done.
Just have him see a psychiatrist.
Okay, so Agak. Bloom, bloom, bloom. Okay, I need somebody to roll a d10 for me.
Again, if it's for a GAC, I can do it because he's
Do
my.
He's your man. Nah, let's let Congar do it. It's his ally.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Okay. Good. Even better or worse. I don't know.
Yeah,
Same.
it's either. Okay.
Okay. You watch as Agak just is like getting ready to attack these undead to help Zinner out when he's hit by the wave, and you just see as like he just stops, and he just you see his like legs shaking. He's not even looking at you guys. His back is towards Ipkesh. He's like staring at the zombies, and Zinra, you can kind of like see him as he was about to help, and he stops. You see like a bit of drool coming out of his mouth, and he's like wets himself. He's like piss everywhere.
Oh, no.
Keep up. Sorry, you're gonna have to say that again. I'm sorry.
It's interesting.
That guy
Right.
pissed himself and
Yeah.
got scared.
Oh, okay. And I'm still
Put it
scared.
aside.
I'm now sick, right?
You're just frightened and sick, yes. So it is now
Disease.
Atesha's turn. But first, Ipkesh can use his final legendary action to do a tail attack on Kongar. Someday. 20.
Hits.
You take 18 bludgeoning damage.
Halved?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that'd be 9. Atesha, it is your turn. Followed by
I'm
Brumal.
going to use my bonus action to go into the little satchel of endless potions or whatever we call it.
Sick.
And I'm going to grab a superior potion from there and I'm going to drink it.
It's the many-handed pouch. You realize Urk made that for you?
The infinite potion bag.
That's what it is. Where's the party treasure? There we go. I am taking one supreme potion from there.
Alright.
I'm just editing it. Or
That one works in my handout.
and then I will roll a supreme. Did it work? Nope. Unrecognized command.
God damn, it only works for me. That's stupid.
What is the supreme potion?
It is 10d4 plus 20.
Yeah, so
So I heal 49.
Hot dog. Hot
it's a
dog!
decent roll.
Like,
And then
Really good roll.
Good.
as my action, I'm going to look over to where Zerakil is laying dead. And I'll
Yep.
just kind of hold my hand out and I'll close my eyes and I'll whisper something under my breath. I whisper, I wish
Oh.
Zerakil was healed. And he regains 100 hit points.
What the hell? What spell did you cast?
Wish at
Wish?
level 9.
No, what spell did you cast?
Heal.
Oh, just heal. Like straight
Yeah.
up heal.
So normally it's a level 6 spell. It
Yeah.
heals 70 hit points. But because I'm casting it at level 9, it heals 100 hit points.
Oh wait, you're casting it. Why are you casting it at level 9?
Because it's a level 9 spell that I'm using to cast it.
He really likes Zerakil.
No, you can. No, when you use Wish, you can cast a spell at any level lower. It wouldn't be at level 9, would it?
Yes, it would. I've checked the rules.
Okay.
I can find stuff if you want to.
No,
look
I
into it
trust
later,
you. I
but-
trust you. Alrighty then. So yeah, Zerakil. I'm alive!
Hey guys! What I miss?
But you're still prone.
Damn.
So that's my action and my bonus action.
You used the potion already, didn't you, for bonus?
Was your bonus action the potion?
That's what I said.
Okay.
I use my action and bonus action.
Oh, yep.
5, 10. I'm gonna just run over to here, I guess. And I think that's my turn.
Alrighty then. As you quickly mosey your way through and past Ipkesh.
Yep.
Do I see through the astral plane on this side?
Yep, you can see it from both sides.
All right.
It's a weird tear, and Ipkesh is kind of like inside of it, and it's kind of like watching something that's like flickering in and out of existence, but it doesn't look like it's actually like affecting him physically. It's like something that you can see with your eyes that's unexplainable.
Is he able to see through it? Like, do I see him
No.
through it still?
You can see him through it, but like it's kind of like that thing where if you like close one eye, you can only see the tear. If you open up the other eye, you can see you on the other side.
Okay. Cool.
All right. He has used all his legendary actions, so he has none. Ramal, it is your turn. Followed by Syndra.
Okay. So, I have a question for you. This
Mhm.
horde of undead, because it is technically... It is one enemy, and it is also many enemies.
Mm-hmm.
I have an ability that allows me to attack up to 5 targets, but they have to be different targets. Can I use multiple of those on that horde because it is...
I will allow
Multiple.
it. I will also say
Okay.
that there is like roughly 5 zombies left.
Okay, perfect. That's, yeah, that
Just
is
what I
enough, I
wanted.
guess.
Mm.
So, as long as something is within 30 feet of me, which is pretty much the dragon, the Death Knight, and that horde, I don't see any other enemies, so I think it's just those 3. I am going to unsheath my rhyme razors. I will cross them in front of me and raise them skyward. I will flourish them around in the air and immediately teleport to my nearest target. I'm casting Steel Wind Strike.
Okay.
This is my
Cool.
new toy.
Oh, yes.
Ooh.
You flourish the weapon used in the casting and then vanish to strike like the wind. Choose up to 5 creatures you can see within range. Make a melee spell attack against each target. On a hit, the target takes 6d10 force damage. You can then teleport to an unoccupied space you can see within 5 feet of one of the targets that I hit or missed. So after all said and done, I can kind of just show up wherever as long as it's within 5 feet of something. So,
Nice.
so I'm going to make my first attack against Ipkesh.
Oh, okay. He is 10 feet up, I do believe. Yes, he is.
Yeah, and that's why I'm thinking I can use this, because I'm technically teleporting in this
Oh
spell.
my,
So
what
as long as
move?
he's within 30 feet,
Crappy.
I'll allow it.
I think I can do it. So
Yeah.
because I'm legitimately not actually using like kinetic motion, I'm using magic, I guess. So yeah, so attack number 1, melee spell is... I haven't done a melee spell attack in forever. It's going to be... Shit, I probably should have set one up. How do I do that again?
Look in your spells, and you'll see where your spell attack bonus is. Let's go 1d20 plus that.
Oh yeah, okay. There you go. So it'll be this plus 11. And I'm assuming he is flanked?
So what? Like 28?
Yes, that's
Damn.
that plus 11.
Damn.
So he is
mean-
flanked as well, yeah?
You're far away from
Kind of.
him. I'd
Yeah,
say-
that's the kind of weird thing about it.
I'm gonna say if you had moved up to him within like actual your striking range, he would have been flanked. Otherwise, no.
Okay. I'll stay here. Well, actually, if I do move within his range, I'm still within 30 of the horde, so
Mhm.
let's do that. Sure. So that's 10 of my movement. I'll roll another d20 to see what happens. No. So yeah, 28.
28 to hit.
Yes.
Okay. Wait, no. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's a
I
hit.
rolled a straight up 17, and then that's plus 11, which is my spell attack.
Yep, that'll hit.
Okay. Okay, that's all I need. Okay, so that's going to be 6, 10. Get this loaded up here. This is 6, 10 force damage. 25. Ipkesh.
25 damage. 25 force
Yep.
damage.
Yep.
Alrighty then. You
Was not the worst
appear
roll.
in the middle of pretty well nowhere in this like crazed tree form, as almost like all these branches and like twigs like grow far longer, more fragile than they should, just to get up to the point where you are from the ground. And you slash out, and you watch as like there's like just like a wave of like a Mach 3 kind of just wave of a sonic boom that you hit him with, and he just gets knocked back a little bit.
And I immediately
Good.
phase out and appear behind. I moved myself off of Jamal. I appear behind Death
How
Knight.
many creature? Yeah.
Up
How
to
many
5.
creatures can
Okay.
attack? Okay.
So I will roll to attack that particular fellow, and I am flanking him as well, looks like.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a 9 plus 11 is 20,
That'll
or a
literally
9
just
plus
hit
11
him.
is 20.
That'll just hit.
6, 10 force damage for him. Holy shit! I almost max rolled that.
Ouch.
Jesus Christ.
48. We need to move this bro for 1 second. Oh, wow. Ugh.
I love this spell, just by the way.
Ouch.
Yeah. Holy
Yeah.
fuck, Craig.
It's my big bang.
Yikes.
Or
Yeah. So you come over and once again, and there's like this almost like echo, like as you hit him, and you watch as like a large chunk of his like actual plate gets ripped to pieces inside. You can like see this blackened void, and you can actually see as his like helmet is halfway ripped off, and you see more of that void with just these two red eyes. There's like barely anything left keeping him together. You can actually see as he like almost slumps forward a little bit. And you can kind of hear as his armor just goes. There's like nothing
Okay.
left of him.
So then I would teleport back to the horde, and I'll just go here, and I'll use my 3 remaining attacks, I guess, if that's legit.
Yeah, it's legit.
Okay,
You're probably gonna need
so
one.
yeah, so I'll just roll. Well, whatever.
Use 2 on the
16
Death
plus
Yeah.
whatever
Matter.
for the hit, and then that's the first. Holy shit!
And
Oh,
you
dude.
just
3
describe
10s and a
Whoa.
9.
You describe what you
God.
do to those last things.
Yeah. Well,
Like
if you look
3
over in general
zombies.
chat, that's basically what I'm doing.
Mhm.
Yeah. Inspired by the Great Cyan.
Oh, fuck yes. Sword dance.
But yeah, basically, I saw what Kongar did over with the other horde, and basically just splattered gore all over the room, and I'm like, I like that. I like that idea. So I mosey on over and do the exact same thing, and make a giant meat canyon out of the other horde of zombies.
There is only left behind a pink mist, and Zinra standing there completely covered perfectly. And Agak.
Yeah, he's already pissed
Well,
himself.
yeah.
Canyon.
And then I will choose to appear right here.
This is done. Alright.
As at the end, I can teleport within 5 feet of one of the targets I hit or missed.
If you can
Did you-
bonus action to greater healing, you might want to.
Can you
that
finish
fucking
your 2
fire.
attacks, or is it done then?
I could, but it's done. Yeah, I can only. It says it's. I'm assuming it's pretty specific. It says you choose up to 5 creatures you can see within range. Make a melee spell attack against each target.
Yeah, so all those targets are dead.
Yeah. So like if I don't think I can just hit one target 5 times. I think it has to be 5 targets one time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really good for
So-
crowd control, actually.
Yeah. Otherwise, fuck, man. Like, yeah, if I could do that on one target, it would be like I could have probably killed the dragon. So, but
It'd be like
maybe. Yeah. But anyways, that is my big bang. I materialize behind the dragon and the Death Knight. I lower my swords after brandishing them and basically just take my position.
Congress like, Brumo, why do you even use a bow?
Honestly, I like to multitask.
Alright. It's Zinra's
Eh,
turn. With
Congar
Jan
shrugs.
on deck.
Scared and I'm sick. Am I still myself though, or am I like completely taken over by the
You look
zombie?
down and you have become a male half-orc again. I'm screwing with you. No, you're fine. You're
You
still
don't
sick
feel
though.
good.
You're still diseased.
Okay. And it hasn't been 24 hours, so I haven't lost any hit points yet, right?
Correct.
So I have time to like figure that out. And this guy's not dead yet, right? This big guy in the middle here?
Do you mean Ipkesh?
Yeah.
No, he's very much alive.
Okay.
He's pretty well beaten though. Like he's taking a pretty hefty hammering.
So does this sickness, this zombie sickness, like screw up my ability to be able to like pull a bow, or like am I like sick?
Let's
Or
see.
like am I still gonna be able to like do attacks?
Yeah, you're diseased, so you just can't regain any hit points, and your hit point maximum will decrease.
Okay, well I'm just gonna hit this. I'm gonna put my sword away. And I'm gonna hit Ipkesh with my bow and arrow from afar because that's probably the best option.
Mm-hmm.
Is anybody else's roll 20 super slow today?
No, mine's actually doing pretty good today.
Yeah,
Oh my
mine's doing
God.
great, actually.
I'm literally like, waiting for my character sheet to open. Come on. Be my friend.
There you go. You
Ta-da!
fire off, and as his wings come down, it knocks your arrow away. He
Oh,
doesn't even
damn it.
notice you.
Ipkesh. And now?
That'll do it, yeah. As the wings are going on for their upswing, the next one flies over and hits him like right underneath the wing in the rib.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Why didn't those roll my lightning? I thought you should fix that.
That was for your swords.
Oh, that's for the sword. Okay. So the
2d6?
first one didn't hit. The second one did.
That's 2d6 lightning?
Yeah.
Alright. As
And
the arrow
this-
crackles. Alright. And your turn?
Yep.
Oh, hold on, actually.
What?
You have disadvantage because you're afraid.
My God. So I have to roll 2 more times?
Yep. So that first one did not actually hit, I'm going to say. So the 33 didn't hit. And one more. I'm afraid both attacks do not hit.
Failed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna die over here.
You can
As a
attack the
zombie,
Death Knight next
guys.
round.
Hmm?
You can attack the Death Knight next round
Okay.
All right.
because you're
I
not
thought he
afraid
was
of him.
dead.
Death Knight's still
Or
alive.
is he alive?
He's still alive.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yes,
just freaking barely.
yes.
fantastic.
So if he dies, then am I not afraid anymore?
It's Ipkesh that made you
Yeah,
afraid,
it's
the giant
Ipkesh.
dragon.
Okay, I thought it was a death guy.
Jan, it's your turn.
Alrighty, well,
Followed by Congar.
if I do a nice, like drop landing, is there a chance that I could crush this little tiny skeleton? Dude?
Honestly, yes. Yep.
Yes?
You're
Okay,
30
what would you like
feet.
me to roll for that? 30 feet, and I'll do a dive landing onto that skeleton, trying to crush him.
Okay. So the damage you take is the damage he takes. So roll 3d6.
Well, no, because I'm doing like a swoop down. I can have control, no?
Make. I'm gonna say an acrobatics or athletics check, your choice. DC 13 to successfully be an aggressive dickhead on the skeleton without doing damage to yourself.
Alright. That would just be a dexterity, would it not?
Dexterity or strength.
We'll go with the strength one. So it'd be a or yeah, just a strength check, basically a straight strength check.
Yep, strength or dexterity. So you dive right down, like, I'm gonna freaking get him. I'm gonna push it just a little bit extra far before I land, and you're like, no, I didn't do it, and then you just like completely just land right on your side, goosh, right on the ground, on top of the skeleton. Please roll 3d6. He is crushed to death, and you take 14 bludgeoning damage.
I love how outside the box everybody's thinking.
Smart.
Yeah, that's great. I love that. pretty much
Alrighty,
frickin'
I'm looking.
tired with
I'm look-
undead.
looking a little rough.
Hey, not too bad. It still
Um,
says you're at 100. How rough are you looking?
I'm at 43 hit points.
Holy dumb. Alrighty then.
Oh, Brumal, did you use your bonus action to go off a potion? Does not look like it.
Oh, also, make a Constitution saving throw, Ed, to keep your form from the damage you took.
Constitution.
You gotta beat a 10. That'll do it.
That'll do it.
That'll do, pig.
So I'm gonna say, since you dropped so drastically, I'll say you only lost 5 feet of your movement.
5 feet of my movement, so I should still be able to move quite a bit. 40, so let's say 35.
Are you running or flying?
I'll be running. Because I'm on the ground, right? Well, I guess I could fly. If I fly, that would be 75. Ooh, it's no bueno for them, though. Oh, I should roll my d6 to see if I get my... Hey, I got my breath back! Huzzah!
Now breathe on everyone.
I was gonna say, my breath, though, affects everyone, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Congar clenches and waits for the worst.
I could
Jan's got that look.
do it without
Do you
hitting
know that
everyone.
look on Jen
No.
when he's a dragon?
He's a fucking dragon. No.
Another idea I had
Okay.
for a character
So
is
I'm
a
gonna-
wild
Yeah, that
breathing
look.
dragon.
I'm gonna move to here, which will bring me to
Yeah, amazing.
75.
Some guy tried to do that to me, but I was like, how about you make that work and then I'll decide if it's good or not.
Can you
Wild
pop
breath?
up that cone for me? It's a
Cone?
60-foot cone.
My cone is 90 foot, but I know there is a cone.
That is definitely going to hit pretty much everyone. If
Yeah,
you use
it's gonna
it right
hit
there.
Agak for sure, and everybody else.
Oh, we don't care about Agak.
That's fair.
But it will hit
Congar didn't hear that.
Ipkesh and Brumal and the Death Knight and Ipkesh and Zerakil and Congar.
It'll
even
go
if I-
out 60 feet
Yeah.
and then...
Even if
it'll
I
go
angle it
30
up,
feet.
it still will. Yep.
Yeah,
no,
like-
It's a cone, yeah, so.
Yep. Okay,
You could point blank it.
got nothing else, I don't think. 'Cause my tail won't quite hit him because he's too far. It's 20 feet.
Yeah.
You could just double your movement to get right up to him.
I don't want to do that.
Keep me the fuck away.
Fair enough.
So if he kills you as a dragon, if he did like 44 damage because you have 43,
Yeah.
you would lose your dragon form and you would take 1 damage as Jan.
Yep. So I'm going to double my movement, and I'm actually going to move over to right here. And yeah, I'm going to go to Addo and kind of basically just say, like, I need help. And that'll be my turn.
Alrighty then. Next up is Congar, followed by Zerkil on deck.
Congar.
Congar, in that astral tear that you just watched Zerkil is like run underneath Ipkesh to make, you can just kind of see the slight glint of this like large whale-like creature coming toward the tear from far away.
Zerakil, can you close that?
Nope.
Zerakil, what the fuck? And then I take a swing at the Death Knight.
It'd be a lot funnier actually if Zerkil like didn't say anything and just his head just like
Beep. Just looks away from me, and
he
I.
shakes his head.
Hangs low in shame.
Are we flanking? We're flanking the Death Knight, hey?
No.
Yep.
Between me and Brumal,
Maybe.
directly across?
You're not directly. Oh, the Death Knight. Yeah. I'm thinking about Ipkesh. Yeah. You are indeed flanking.
Okay.
He's gonna die. I'm not. He's like Brumal, like wrecked him.
So 21 because I'm not
Yeah.
using.
Okay, that'll hit. How do you want to do this?
I am going to take the Pyre Maul
You have 3 hit points left.
and I'm going to golf club swing through the groin and rip all the way through his armor and send his fucking helmet and skull and gray matter just into the sky.
Yeah.
To me.
You do it, and it just shreds the metal. You watch as the coal-like eyes flicker away into blackness. You watch as this like cloud of just like dust and shadow just
And
dissipates
the two
in the air.
plate legs just fall to either side.
Never call golf a dull game again.
And I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20.
So this right here and that down there, a family.
Oh man, that movie's amazing. And I'm going to... Fuck it. I'm going to Great Weapon Master. I don't need to Reckless Attack. Actually, no. I'm not going to Great Weapon Master this time.
Okay.
No Great Weapon Master.
It's a good call. It's a very good call. That's literally his AC.
Woot.
Hmm.
Alright. So, 17 plus 4, 21. 21 damage, and then 14 fire. 25, 35 damage.
5. All right. Yeah. You go behind him and you just strike him with your full force of your newly enlarged form. You can feel like the ripple through the bones. You can see the ripple across his scales as you hit him. Still standing, looking at you like quite a threat.
You doubted me. Just remember that.
Oh yeah, he used all his
And
legendaries. Fine.
I'm going to use a superior from my bag.
All right. Zarakil, it's your turn with Ipkesh on deck.
Cool. Can I attack him from here?
He is 10 feet up. So I'm going to say,
okay.
nah.
Nah. Okay.
I should throw you and get
going
onto his
to
back.
Move the
Well-
bench. Move the bench over.
Move the bench over.
Oh,
the 5-foot
right.
bench.
It's been destroyed. It's not there anymore. It's gone.
Looks
What if
like
I
it's
jump?
still on the map.
It's on the map, but it's on the actual map. Okay, there. Oh, wow. Okay, I don't remember that one. I'm just going to put a little mental note in there, put that in my pocket.
Well, I guess yeah. Let's go for it. Let's go all in. Just for funsies,
What are you doing?
We...
I'm going to cast a multi-target thing on one target. So it's going to do significantly less damage.
Destructive wave?
Yes,
what
here
have
is
you.
the description.
Wow. You strike the ground, creating a burst of divine energy that ripples outward from you. Each creature you choose within 30 feet of you must succeed a Constitution saving throw. He is within 30 feet. Con save?
Con save.
That's his best save.
Pork rind? Pork rind.
I was just about to do that.
So 32, he passes. Your choice, and be knocked prone. A creature that succeeds takes half damage and isn't knocked prone. So rolleth your damage.
Damage is already rolled.
Oh, 18, 19. Alrighty then. So I'm just going to go for a straight up. Yeah. This terrifying wave of destruction as it ripples and fissures the ground and has this horrifying aura of just conquering presence. Hits Ipkesh and causes some of the scales to like rip off. And you see exposed and beneath appears to be this almost force. As if it's like sucking inward. This almost like black, void-like energy.
Oh, he's suiciding.
Neat.
You can see on his face that he does not appear to be suiciding. But he understands that he's
Right.
weak.
I will cast Spiritual Weapon as a bonus action.
Nice. That thing hurts.
Very well.
Do.
I'd like to make a comment to say that Aaron's tracks are on point.
They are definitely
Right?
on point.
Yep.
I fucking
Oh.
love this one.
Oh, thank you.
I was actually listening to
Overgrowth?
whatchamacallit?
Undergrowth?
Undergrowth today. Undergrowth is fucking tight, Aaron.
This
It
one
is.
holds a special place in my heart.
This
Yeah,
one?
actually.
Yay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No, this one makes me feel anxiety.
Yeah.
Like
Fine.
in a good way.
Oh, shucks, you guys, you shouldn't have.
It was used for Balerian, but it's also meant for mostly the Emerald Side.
Red.
Fucking
Yes.
sheer terror.
Oh, wait, that's 21. It doesn't even do damage, does
Nope,
it?
that doesn't hit. Where is your... Oh, there he is.
Sad.
As it goes to swing, and you can kind of see this radiant energy kind of sonic wave out a little bit as it hits him, but it appears to do nothing, not even make him flinch. All right,
That is my turn, sir.
you see. Actually, I need to look up his speed. Give me a sec here. There you are. Oh my god, do I get to use this? This is insane. Alright. You see, kind of like as a whale swims, but with instead, it's just like the back half of its body kind of like swimming in that way. The front of its body isn't moving. It's just a giant face with this giant one cyclops eye that is red and bulging. Its mouth is large with fangs that are actually just a part of its skull, its face, and these two praying mantis-looking arms that are just coming towards you with just no hint of emotion, nothing, and slowly getting closer through the astral plane, closer to this enormously large tear.
That was like my first date.
Oh,
Ooh. It is now Ipkesh's turn. Who shall I choose? Bramal. Let's get a redo here. 1d6. Don't be doing me wrong here. Is he not here? All right.
Bramal,
Hey, Paul.
Yep. What am I supposed to do?
Roll me a
1d6.
1d6.
I'm. See. Okay.
You're the D6-aroo.
Oh,
Right in the middle.
You ruined it.
I did.
D6
I knew it.
son.
Yeah. Okay.
What I'm good at.
He's gonna do some other shit. The normal stuff. Multi-attack. He's gonna hit Zerakil, Bramal, and Kongar. First one, Zerakil, bite. 24 to hit, 19 piercing, 19
That
cold.
will hit.
claw
Okay,
on
I will
Brumal.
use my reaction
You
to
son of a bitch.
inflict 2d6 fire damage as well as an additional 4 damage.
Okay, then. Make it happen. Roll that shit.
So 12 damage total.
12 damage total. As he bites into it, fires back into his mouth and causes it like just this burning across his tongue and gums. So 12?
Yeah, it's 8 fire damage and 4 psychic damage.
All right. A claw against Brumal. 27.
It's a hit.
Disadvantage.
Fuck you. All right. 17
Yeah,
slashing
I don't have very high AC.
and 10 cold.
So
17
27
slashing, 10
minus.
cold?
Mm-hmm.
Hold
Okay,
on.
I'll take all of it.
Minus. How many times can you do that? All the time? What?
It's my reaction once a round.
How dare. Violent
Uh,
The
how
Good.
attack
dare.
on Zerkiel also have disadvantage.
-7. I can only do it once per round.
Hmm.
I should read that real quick. I thought
And that's
I read that
reflected back
everything.
at him?
That's reflected. 7 damage reflected back at him.
Very well. I thought that was like a once a day thing.
No, that's my whole fucking character. This is all he does.
Ah, your character is so strong. All right, anyway.
Once
so,
a round?
Yeah, it does stuff. You're getting clawed.
It's
You're
claw
good.
time.
Did you use a reckless attack? You did use reckless.
No, I didn't. I didn't have to.
Yes.
I could have sworn that you used a reckless attack last time. You just didn't use Great Weapon Master.
No, I. This is why I moved behind him so I could flank him.
I saw you roll twice, so.
Because I have advantage because I'm flanking him.
Nah, I guess you're flanking him, I guess. All right,
I'm playing the guy.
I know. I'm
Metagame,
just trying to cheer you.
jeez.
That's all.
It's okay.
That's my job.
No.
Oh.
It's my turn. It's my turn, Kelsey. All right, so 17 slashing.
Ha.
You can have that if you want, and then 6 gold.
Okay, you got it.
I will make your
17, so
relationship
7.
polygamous whether you like it or not.
Oh, wait. Oh, my God. They're all dead, aren't
Is this
they?
why you want me to go to girls' weekend?
Yes.
No, please don't touch Jen. No.
All right, I'm going to take enemies off the chart because there's none left. All right, after Ipkesh, it is Adno's turn, followed by allies. What are you going to do, Adno?
Sorry, I heard after Ipkesh is Adno.
Yeah, he just slaughtered
Finished?
all your friends.
Oh, okay.
Friends are dead.
Yeah, they're dead now.
Can
Well
I
done.
feed potions to dragons?
Eat this.
Do you mean like Ed?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an action. It's an ally.
Okay, I'm going to give him a potion.
Just lob
Thank
it
ya.
in his
Yeah,
jaw.
just lob it into his mouth.
No, I wish to walk along his back and then like caress his nose and slowly drip it into his throat.
Okay.
Very seductive, like.
An action
Jan
and a
think
bonus
about
action.
that.
Bedside manner on this
It's
one.
a health potion. That's a purring circumstance there.
Jan is quite happy.
I don't know what your health is, so I don't know which degree to
43
do it.
out of
Give
40.
him, give him a superior.
43 out of 200. How's that?
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's what I needed. Okay, we're gonna go big then. And we will do a superior?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, page not found.
Just don't. Just don't
That's
even
like
use
the third. That's the third time
Don't
this
use
game.
it.
Just
Okay.
don't.
I mean,
What is
unless
the
you want me to
disappointing
roll it
part?
for you, just don't do it.
Jared, why doesn't it work?
I'll roll it.
Try.
I'll try my turn. Maybe it'll work for me.
Don't. It's not gonna work.
Oh, terrible.
That's a lot of ones.
That is a lot of ones, but better than
Rough.
nothing.
Rough.
There.
Superior.
Can take an extra hit from him.
Okay, so that's your action. And I'm going to say Adno walked over. Yeah.
I am with him. Come
Oh.
now.
Ah, you are climbing. You are riding the dragon.
I am.
Nice.
So sexual.
Wow.
So you get a free ride now.
Dragon rider.
I don't even actually know how high you are.
She's not.
Oh,
he's
I was
not-
on the ground.
I mean, you can climb up there a piece of cake because he's an ally, so it's not like
Yeah.
there's a.
And I was on the
Okay.
ground, so.
If you're on the ground, then I'm like, what, 10 feet off the ground now?
Ish. Yeah.
Yeah.
Natasha's like, don't get any fucking ideas.
And your turn?
No, I'm gonna pop my own potion of reconstruction and start healing myself.
Okay.
That's all. That's the end of turn.
All right. Is now the allies' turns.
I'm only huge, so.
Brock and Sindri are going to go for some reason. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And Agak, I need Congar to roll a d10.
Oh man. Come on. Better.
7. How do you know?
Because 2 was bad. I don't know. I'm hopeful, okay?
Okay, so Agak, like you see the slobber kind of like he just like blinks a little bit, and he gets a little bit cross-eyed, and he like wipes it away. And he takes out his great sword and he like looks at Zinro really quick, and he's going to attack her.
Oh.
Guess
No.
who I'm gonna kill next turn.
I told you I should have killed him.
That is going to be
Zenra dies.
probably not. It's gonna hurt though, probably. I don't think a 10 hits you.
No.
Fairly sure. Yeah. So he just like swings at you, and it just you dodge out of the way just slightly, and it hits the ground and gets lodged, and you just see him go dormant again. He's like.
Okay.
All right. Next up is Itesh, followed by Brumal.
All right. How are his dex saves? I think they're pretty low. I'm gonna just go for it. I'm gonna cast Disintegrate on him.
Oh no!
Point blank.
Okay. Natural 20.
Reach out and try.
You shouldn't have rolled that because I'm going to give him disadvantage on that.
23?
I think that might still make it.
There's no way
Yeah.
your DC is.
All right.
Probably
that
like
doesn't do
19
anything
at the most.
So half damage?
then. No, I don't think so.
Oh yeah, it's just
I
complete
think
miss.
it's just a save or suck, basically.
Yeah, so goes flying, and he kind of like feels this energy just kind of like tingle in his spine behind him. Goes flying up, and the disintegration goes flying out into the astral plane.
Does it hit that thing?
It does not. Actually, no, fuck it.
Let's
Yeah.
piss off the weird monster.
Yeah, why not?
Well, just so you know, it only goes 90 feet or something like that.
No, then it wouldn't.
60 feet. So
It wouldn't, yeah. Brumal, it is your turn with Sinra on deck.
excuse me.
What, I just have a turn? I'm sorry, my bad. I'm
I'm going to quicken spell, and
I'm just gonna go home. I'm done.
Firebolt him.
Mhm. Yeah, that's gonna hit. Yeah, that's a lot of damage.
27 fire damage.
As you fastball special, and just hit him like
Nice.
right below the eye, just dissipates. I see like a little scorch mark, a little bit of smoke coming up. You see him kind of looking like, you're a bit more of a challenge than I had assumed. End of your turn.
Yeah.
Next up is Brumal, followed by Zinra.
Right. Would he technically be flanked between me and Zerkil?
Yes. He'd be flanked
Okay.
between you and Congar, not Zerkil.
Oh, and Kongar is, yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Either way, he's flanked, and that's what's important.
Yeah, you need to be, like, cutting through in some way.
Okay. As a bonus action, I will cast Zephyr Strike, which is basically a dumbed down version of Steel Wind Strike, what I just did. So, yeah. You move like the wind until the spell ends. Your movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks. Once before the spell ends, you can give yourself advantage on one weapon attack, which I already have. That attack deals an extra d8 force damage on a hit, whether you hit or miss. And my walking speed is pretty much doubled. If you cast this spell using a spell slot's second level or higher, the damage is increased by 1d6 for each slot above first. I will cast it at level 3. It's a level 1 spell, so this will have 1d8 plus 2d6, I guess.
Sweet.
Yeah,
damage.
so... Oh, you know what? This is a concentration spell. I'm not going to do this at all, because I have to maintain my form. Never mind. I just realized I thought it wasn't. So, yeah, forget it. Okay. I will just use my Rhyme Razors.
Alright.
So, melee attack for 1 with advantage is a 26.
That'll hit.
Attack number 1. 10 slashing, 4 cold.
Oh, he's entirely immune to cold.
Oh, okay. 10 slashing it is then.
Now we know.
Yeah, and I'm going to quickly just take a look here. Got damage done. Okay, just wondering if he was healed by cold, but he is not.
Hold of the Void. Alright, Rhyme Razor number 2 is a 6 again.
Yeah, that'll hit.
For 7 slashing.
Alright.
And my third Rhyme Razor is a 26 again.
Yeah, alright then.
Okay, 9 slashing.
Again, just slash, slash, slash across its form. The cold does no damage, but you do still slice through the scales. Alright.
I think that's what we're going to leave it at. I'll stand my ground.
Alright. And I think we'll end at Zinra's turn, and we'll pick it up next Wednesday. Things are going well for you guys.
Yeah.
Technically.
I'm
That's
pretty
the way
content
it
with my rolls tonight.
Let's flip it back to our general.
So I will start next round.
Yep.
Okay.
You'll be the
No
one.
pressure.
No pressure. Don't fuck up, though.
Because if you fuck up,
I swear
Then
to
you'll
God.
be like the rest of us.
Let's see. Back.
Well,
that was
that
fun.
was interesting.
Yeah. Haven't had one of these battles in a long time.
Yeah, this got
Multi-session battles.
fuck.
And Zinra disease.
Good stuff.
I always get infected with the weirdest shit.
It's your fault.
You'll be a zombie. Everyone will just accept it.
I mean, I've been an elf. And now I'm an orc, and now I'm an elf again, and now I'll be a zombie. So.
Oh my god, she's like,
You'll still be
Dan.
an elf.
yeah.
She's like a Dan.
No,
I was still very helpful.
I
Not
mean,
saying dinner is not. I'm just meaning that a zombie may not be.
wow, shots fired. What the fuck?
I'm just saying a zombie may not be helpful.
No, it won't be. No, it'll try to kill you all.
In the correct ways, maybe. Maybe?
But yeah, good game, guys. I think you'll actually manage to pull this off next session. You might be able to.
We've been really like outside the box with some of our shit.
But who knows
I mean,
what'll happen?
Yeah,
after.
with Zerakil summoning something from the fucking Great Beyond.
Oh no, I mean the standard course of events that were gonna be happening after this.
We level up after this one? I can't remember.
Yes, you're gonna be all level 18 after this 100%.
Ooh.
Yeah, Tesha's gonna be a fucking monster.
You're all gonna be monsters.
Yeah, I can't really complain. Kongar is actually pretty fucking cool. God, I really like
Everybody have
Kongar.
If you're looking for some fun, fast-paced and light-hearted adventures, seek out none other than the disastrous but well-intended Professor Humbert Drumsley in his glorious 5e Adventure Codex.